Everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got something to say. Well, we got a lot of stuff to say. Welcome to another Monday night Tales from the Flipside flagship show.
Tales from the Flipside. Flip side.
Just wasting more brain cells as everybody waits for the show. Wasting more brain cells. What's
That's
up,
right,
everybody? Welcome to another Monday night, another Tales from the Flipside episode. We got people jumping in. Probably got some more going to join us as the show goes on. Want to say shout out to everybody in the chat. Man, this craziness continues. Even the CEO is getting in on it.
Hey, you know it's a good day.
You know,
let's talk about that. So as a guy who doesn't, I'm going to quote air quotes, Wednesday Warrior it, and I still didn't. I want to make a fact saying that I did not Wednesday Warrior this. I picked my books up this Saturday and Sunday. So, and I didn't buy them until Saturday or Sunday. So
he didn't get allocated. You got your set, huh?
Yeah, you know, I had to grease some palms and do some things, but
Here's Big Leg jumping in. What up, Big Leg?
What up?
The whole crew is here. We got Big Leg, Nate, Carter, and Dino. We see a Richie. There's a chance we're gonna get Richie to come on. I told him that we have enough, but if he's feeling any better, I know he got hit with a quick bout of sickness, and I'll let him talk about that if he wants, but so maybe we'll get Richie in here. Let's fucking, as he says, let's fucking go. There we go. Make sure you guys subscribe to Dollars Comics and Cards on YouTube. He has a pretty dope rip of, what is it? I think it's some Panini product where he pulls a pretty dope Tom Brady out. Speaking of Tom Brady, there was talk of his retirement. It seems that the talk of the retirement is fuckery.
Yeah,
it's cap.
Well, according to Tom Brady, but who knows? It could, like, what do you think, Brady? You think Brady's just like playing it up and then they're gonna announce it like in a week or so when everybody dies?
I don't know. Good riddance. Get out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
He's doing it to ESPN.
Enjoy your money. Fuck off.
That's right.
Sorry. Yeah. Bye.
Well. If you have a rookie, might be a good time to sell it, huh?
Maybe.
Huh? Maybe a good time to sell that rookie. I don't know, man. I'm going through the collection and I've been noticing more and more Brady's just popping out. So I'll be selling my Brady's. Speaking of selling, Big Leg just got off the whatnot. Big Leg had a fucking monstrous, masterful sale on Webhead whatnot.
Yeah, Webhead weekend, or
you killed it, brother.
Whatever we called it. That was that was a lot of fun. I ran a lot of Spider-Man keys.
Yeah, you
a
put
lot
up
of Spider-Man
the big
books, Ultimate Fallout 4s, raw copies of 1 and both second prints. No 1 in 25. That's not that stays in the safe, but like something like that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It did really well. It was a good night. I picked up like 60 followers or something that night too.
Nice.
Which is good. And unlike other apps, or I suppose like anything else, but because this is sales, so it's something you make money at. Unlike Instagram or YouTube or whatever like that, where it's like, oh, okay, followers are cool, but here it's almost like followers will correlate to sales because then if you've got 1,000 people, that means there's 1,000 notifications out when you go live. If you've got 10 followers, you get 10 notifications, and 2 people watch, all your books go for $1. So, it's been a grind to get this far, though. I'll tell you that.
Or you just end your show prematurely.
Yeah, I only did that once. They did some crazy special out of nowhere when I planned like the Venom deal, and I had this.
What was the special?
it was like 9.8 or something like that. At
Oh, it was all graded
So
books.
there's like 5. Yeah, there's like, and yeah, they did like it was like 5 sellers or something.
There's some
like
fuckery
that.
going on there.
Well, I mean, it was just all of a sudden. So I had this big sale planned and stuff, and it was like the day before Venom opened, and I was giving away, and I advertised that I was going to give away. I don't remember what it was, but it's the book worth like at least a few $100, and like the first five books go for like less than $5 or something like that, and so I didn't, and I'm like, you know what, I can't give these all away tonight, and I can't in good faith do it, and nobody hit, like, it was like, I think you had to win something over $20 or something. I usually do like $20 or $25 before you get an entry, and just so there were no entries, and I was like, I'm gonna finish this off tomorrow. Sorry, everybody, but that's the only time I've had to end early. Other than there have been technical difficulties, but not.
Yeah, I don't count those. I just count.
Yeah,
people
those don't
who
count.
I count people who have like three people, and then just 3 people up, and then they just have like 3 books go off for like $1, and then they're like, oh, you know what, I'm good. Yeah. So that's what. So, but.
All right. Let's figure out who the background noise. Let's mute everybody except Dino.
Oh, you know what?
That's not me.
It might be me.
No. It's either Leg or Dino, one of the two.
Hold on, give me a second.
Anyway,
you know what? My computer is like running crazy, and the fan on the computer, I think, is doing it.
Yeah, that's probably
it. Just here, hold on.
You're good, brother.
For a second, try to fix it.
We do want to do a quick. We probably at some point want to do a quick look in on the good old whatnot, like we normally do. See if any of our homies are in on it tonight. Let's take a quick screen check out here. What is going on?
I think either Aaron or the Hive should be on right now.
What's going on with the new whatnot setup? I like the black before. Why did they change that? I don't know if I like that.
Hey, Carter, mute your mic for a second.
There's Easy E. Easy E's in the house.
Yeah, it's Carter.
All right. Easy E in the house. Can you guys hear him?
What?
No.
Who? Me? What are you talking
I
about?
should have waited to.
There he is.
While going to run my what was it? My good boy medal. Oh, sweet. Thank you. What's up, Flipside?
What is good boy medal
I'm not currently on, but I'm running this American number 10. Right after this, I'll be running American number 11. My good boy medal sold for like $90.
What?
Which, that's an absolute steal compared to like previous.
That's low.
Listings. And on top of that, there's none listed on eBay currently.
Ooh.
I wish I would have known
I don't
that. I
have
would
any
have
ultimates.
bought that in a second.
But right after America, I'm going to run some Momoko covers.
But that's why you have to set reminders.
Maybe I'll slap her to you.
But you can't do it on that though. You have to do it on your phone.
We got Hive coming up. And,
I refuse to blow a fuse. They even had it on the news. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe.
All right.
Yeah, and so might as well.
Hive Comics coming up in 15 minutes.
Yeah, so I might as well plug that anyway, since it's me also. But we do it's 612 con. So basically, we run 6 to 12. Actually, shows start from 6 to 12. So the last show starts at midnight. It's Vintage Comics and Toys, and so I kick it off. So I'm at 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern every Monday. I rock for an hour. So I sold like 22 books today, and I'll be on Monday again. So if you do follow me, and it moves on to our friends, Adam Strange Tales to Collect, the Hive guys. Aaron, Josh, International Comics, definitely some Flipside adjacent and some Flipside people. And so if you see 612 Con and it's on a Monday, it's one of us and it's our friends and all trusted sellers. Yeah. So anyway, so that's what's going on. The 612 Con, I already let it off today. So
I'm so happy that you guys have made something out of that, you know what I'm saying? Like grouped together and made like a block hour. That's dope, dude. That's something that's probably nobody's doing right now. So
it's fun. And then having commitments like that and this on Monday gets me motivated on the first day of the week to do more stuff. So it kicks my butt into gear from like ahead of time. So yeah. but it's a lot of fun. You seem to meet cool people in there, and then eventually, you get crossover accounts as friends and stuff too. For me, it's generally Instagram. I know some people are Facebook. I'm really not really on there. And so it's good that way. And then the same thing for all the flip side. Any of us that do any of the shows here, we always have it written and posted out. Follow Tales from the Flip Side, Instagram and YouTube, and come watch shows. And whether or not they like this show, I tell them there's a lot of comic women, all kinds of other shows, programming all week. So it's been nice getting people just back and forth.
Yeah,
it's been really fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to Half Price Crook. I see is in the chat. Wanted Comics. Make sure you guys go check out wantedcomics.com. Follow them on IG. I want to give a quick shout out to Swaggle House Comics, who was in I think he was part of the chat on Saturday or Friday night when we started talking about this Black Panther book. And I haven't watched his video yet. I'll be watching it tonight for sure. So we'll check out his take on it too. This book has gone crazy, and I think the community is kind of half crazy at this point too. I don't know what to think, but I definitely want to get your guys' takes on it because I haven't yet. And what do you guys think about this? I mean, the CEO, I know what the CEO thinks about it.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I guess I'll go first. So I'm not a Wednesday warrior. I picked, like I was saying before, I picked mine up Saturday and Sunday, which was crazy to me because I asked the guy when I was there today, I was like, or actually I bought it on Saturday and I came in today and got it. I was like, hey man, do you have any regulars? And all the regulars were gone, which is interesting to me. So the variant was still there, but all the regular copies were gone. So that, and then I bought another book. I'll show them off. I don't care. But I'm thinking, man, if people buying regular copies and leaving the variants, dude, I'm all day, dude. I'm gonna go there, quick 10 minutes, and I'll be that dude. I'll be the flip king. I got Dirty Flipper on the back of my wall here, dude, and it's like, you know what? And everybody knows I really don't sell often. It's like I'm not, I hate to say it, I'm not on Whatnot. My eBay is abysmal at best. And I hardly ever sell things. I mean, I sell people I sold my Bartel variant, the DD1, to Doc Joe of all people. So it's I mean, I'm just gonna start. We talk about what do we do in comics. I'm gonna stretch my dollar now to the max, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we've always done, though.
Yeah,
I think that's what we've always done. Now, admittedly, so we fucking missed out on this. But the funny thing is that a lot of people missed out on it. Even people that put in for it, I'm hearing. So that fucking sucks for them.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. But there's a perfect example of even, some of the people who do this for a living miss out on this stuff. There's retailers that missed out on this.
Me and Dollar were kind of talking about this, dude, and it was, what it reminds me of, and I don't know if Lake remembers this one, but remember the fence variant from Wonder Woman 38 back in the day, dude, where everyone slept on it? And I'm not saying it's a massive book now, but when it came out, dude, everybody was trying to get it, and, I mean, you still see some at cons here and there, but, at the end of the day, that's what I usually see, you know what I'm saying? I think of this book, everybody slept on it, nobody ordered it, and then all of a sudden it just blows up, and then everybody's pissed that everybody's trying to look at the days after. Remember Wonder Woman 38? People were looking at it days after trying to get them, and nobody could get them.
So, yeah. I mean, Wonder Woman 30. I mean, I think the more the play on this is the first character, or the, first appearance, but that's not him on the cover, right?
No, he's not on the cover. That's Gentle on the cover.
Yeah. So
who?
Gentle. That's his name.
Boy, stop.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Yeah. So
he whooped T'Challa's ass. I'll say that. That was interesting.
They overcompensating. Stop that. Gentle.
I want to throw this one out there too to people. So I got my copy. We'll say very, very close to 9.8, right? So do I go and take it off the bay and sub it, fast track it and bring it back and
sell that as fast as possible, bro? Sell that shit quick.
I mean, walk through that thing for 150 something bucks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, dude. Send it to me. It's one book, dude. I'll do it that day and send it out.
Yeah. I mean, but what do you think? I mean, you're the CGC guy. Do you think I'd take the risk and just 150 it, and then what do you put a 9.8 value on now since it's not on there? Do I just
Apparently,
that
it's worth
gonna
more than
drop.
Shuri. It's worth more than America Chavez. It's worth more than guaranteed and already shown.
This isn't fast track. This is express. We're in the express lane, boys. We're like one day in it, dude. We're not fucking around with this whole. So the thing too is like I did that with. Remember, I did that with the Captain Marvels. Do you remember the Casada variants? I bought like 2 of those, and I was first American on that one. I made like $600 or whatever I did. I mean, I don't even care.
Do any of us really think that this is going to continue to grow in value? There's no way. This drops like a fucking. This has got to drop like a rock, right?
I mean,
dude, I don't understand. He's really only been in one comic book, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is it, yeah.
And
he's only in a third of it.
And
I mean, he's a cool
rumor,
character.
Well,
yeah, it's a real first appearance. He's not on the cover.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a real first appearance.
And the rumor only was this is going wild is that they were saying he's going to be next, quote on air quotes, Miles Morales treatment, whatever that means.
Hey, I got something to say about this.
Yeah,
okay. All right. Real life gets in the way, so for me, I don't have the variant. But I was asking this. I was talking about this with Mr. Longshort this morning.
Mm-hmm.
We texting back and forth, and like my take on it is okay. So I think the novelty of Miles is that he's the black Spider-Man. You have Shuri. The novelty is the female Black Panther. So what's Tosin gonna be? Is he gonna be the?
He's gonna be the new Black. He's the Killmonger at light, right? Because if you remember in the here's my take, and again, I'm not saying this is gonna fucking how it's gonna be. You know, it'll change. It could change, but they have in that story about him. They literally they show the fight between Killmonger. They show the fight between Killmonger and T'Challa, right? And they're basically just putting that in your head. They're instantly trying to put that in your head. What do they need? They need something to replace T'Challa in the MCU, right? So maybe they're trying to fast track this. That's what people are thinking. I don't know. But that's what it feels like. Why would they put that big, huge, full-page spread of them two fighting?
So what's the hook, though? What's his hook? Is he just going to be another black male?
Well, he's more Earth, like he's more. He doesn't believe in the technology. He believes more in like the old ways. He's got those vibranium tattoos where he says like they use the vibranium within them, you know, and they aren't using it as a tool. It's part of them. That type of shit. You could tell he's trying to like go back to like he's trying to be like a I don't know what type of character to say it, but he's basically trying to be like the homegrown character, right? That's what he's trying to be, the homegrown character.
Is he going to be gay? Is that going to be the hook? There's got to be a hook.
Blacker Panther. I mean,
we don't need no hooks.
Listen. This is going to be worse than the 2022 Royal Rumble. Okay, this is going to be terrible. People who know, man.
Who should have won?
So all right, let's segue a little bit on this. What I've heard through the industry, and I'm very hip to, they were supposed to say it was either supposed to be Matt Riddle. Theoretically, he was going to win for like the last month. Then it was going to be Randy Orton because it was his hometown, and he didn't want it. He's like, dude, I'm getting old. I don't even care about this anymore. I have so much money I don't have to worry about it. Just give it to Riddle. And then what I've heard, quote unquote, is that Lesnar hates Riddle and was like, I want to win it, and they just gave it to him.
No shit. Wow.
So, that's what I heard.
I thought Riddle's beef was with his heat was with Goldberg.
I don't think Lesnar's a fan either.
Oh, well, okay.
And then I heard Shane McMahon booked that whole Rumble, and he was trying to get, who knows? It was an atrocity. I don't want to really segue the show and derail the whole conversation. But I want to get you on the pre-show. You showed up late. We were going to talk about Rumble.
I know. I wanted to, man. Just stuff happened.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all good, man. So, but
all right. So, anyways, yeah, I think it's very interesting to see what happens with this book. I don't think this book continues to Maybe
Hey,
it does.
hey,
who knows?
remember when Mosaic was a thing?
Oh,
Inhumans number 11. Was it All New Inhumans number 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a thing. Oh man,
Yeah.
those are good days. Those are good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what people, people wouldn't think this or that worth that spec. All right, look, we're talking, let's round this up to $600. All right.
yeah, that's what I got mine listed at.
When we're dicking around with like four spec, 4 or 5 years ago, literally nobody had 9.8s worth that much. A New Mutants 98 9.8 was like $600 to $800. Okay. A New Mutants 87, like $300. A Nyx 3, I thought I'd never hit 400. When it did, I got rid of my first 9.8 of that. Yep. I don't have any left. Edge of Spider-Verse 2, maybe $200. When people were talking about this era and trying to say, well, miles, people don't think those sustain prices. We're talking about a whole new era of shit.
I sold my
nobody. There's no $600 first appearance of a new character in a 1 in 25.
Hey, you guys remember Punchline? That was big.
Punchline still sells.
Yeah,
but
it's still respected. Oh, Rain from a couple years ago, the new Wolverine's daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Magic Claws.
It's a new world out there. And
I know.
Like I try to say a lot.
Oh, we just lost him.
We lost you.
We lost you, Sean. Check your power cord on your mic, or check your. We lost him.
Yeah, it's okay. He'll come back.
Yeah.
No.
Does this thing say mute? No.
No. See, that's a conspiracy.
Another conspiracy.
Saying that, no, I'm joking.
It sounds like his mic just shut off.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah, leave and come back. Try that.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass, dude. I know, brother.
I don't know, man. It's crazy right now. Shit, dude. I don't know. It's just, to me, man, it's like you said, what's propping up all this, right? And if I'm not saying fuckery, and let's be honest, whatever's propping this up has to fall down. Nobody's, Carter, everybody knows. How many guys are spending $600 a week just on one comic book? It's just not everybody can do that.
I was just upset because I actually liked the first 2 issues.
Black Panther?
Trying to find number 3 now, all of a sudden it dries up, and I can't imagine how many people even have a 1 in 25 Black Panther.
Can you hear us, Sean?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Can you hear me?
You're good.
Okay. All right. Glad that fixed it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's well, listen, the bottom line is that Bleeding Cool article definitely made some of those sales pop, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny you said, "Oh, I'm not saying there's fuckery out there," and so we caught some shit on Saturday's episode with Dennis. I don't know if you guys caught that episode. Everybody loves, how loud Dennis is all the time, and we always get shit from him. It's like, do you guys not realize that is Dennis? That's Dennis.
Dude, I've partied with Dennis. I've hung out with Dennis, dude. That's what Dennis does, man.
That is Dennis. Yes.
Yeah, that's not shtick.
Yeah, and the funny thing is one of the dudes called me out, right? And he goes, that story that Brian McClay hatches at 1945 makes no sense at all. And what he's talking about, he says I hatched it like a fucking idiot. What he's talking about is Dennis was saying, oh, I think people are propping this up because they didn't get it or this and that. And you guys can see what I say is basically like, yeah, I don't know if that's happening, but there are people out there who are crying about it because they didn't get it. And you know why I brought that up, Timothy Smith, is to rile you motherfuckers up, because I know none of you motherfuckers got your book. You guys all put in 25 copies, orders, and you guys didn't get it, and I get it. And Gold Ball showed up and all that stuff, and it's funny to see him show up. But I saw you guys showed up to Drunken Chat, and it's funny, you guys only show up when you're crying about something. Like, that's the only time we ever hear you guys. So it's really funny. It cracks me up. So golf clap to you guys for
it was good. For me, dude, it's not like I went out Wednesday and grabbed it, stood in line 12 o'clock and whatever your store opens, and hey man, I'm boxing out people at the register. I picked it up on Sunday, bro. Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know where your variants are? Like, how did people miss that?
So it's not okay. So my LCS is not. There's no back issues. There's no back issues. They sell a bunch of other shit besides comics. They have like a wall like this maybe that has their new books, and they have a wall like yours where it's just like variants of yonder years that no one gave two shits about. And then they have like and then they have like four lanes, like a grocery store lanes of like new releases, last week releases, and then some other bullshit that nobody, So I mean, it's very small, and I'm like, dude, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm just trying to be out there, and
I love that DeVoe is listening right now because this is one of the guys that I would love to get his take on this.
Yeah, and the thing too is like, I bought. Okay, so I went 2 for 3 weeks. So I didn't go last week because I was.
Come on, Matt, jump on.
I know.
Yeah,
I had shit to do, so I booked up Daredevil Bartel 2 weeks ago. That Bartel, I sold it at Doxio, no big deal. I still got that Wilkins Conan. This week I bought Deathstroke Inc. 5 variant, and I got the Black Panther variant. That's the only 2 books I bought. They had the Hughes book already up there, the Spider-Man or Mary Jane Black Cat the Hughes.
Yeah.
But he wanted 100 for it, and I'm like, it's selling for 125. So it was like just the margins didn't make sense to me. And then he had what other book did he have that was on a list? I'm blanking out. The other Mary Jane book, it wasn't selling for anything. What other book was it? Shit. No,
real quick, you guys, I want to thank all 177 live viewers right now. Everybody in the chat, you guys can support us by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up button, or dropping super chats like our boy Josh G did. Thank you so much, Josh. We appreciate you. He says, just wanted to shout out my Bengals in my city. Who day? Big leg, no hard feelings. I saw you was tailgating. I would have came if I knew.
Oh,
Josh,
yeah. I was rooting for the Bengals after that, just not first round.
Josh,
I don't root for the Chiefs. Okay, Bengals can have at it. And I figured my worst case scenario. I was like, yeah, we're getting a Chiefs Niners Super Bowl. It's like Bengals Rams, yeah, sweet. I don't care who wins anymore. This is great.
And then it was Thor. The Thor 1 in 25 that dropped this week. Guy wanted he wanted like 75 or 80, and it wasn't. It's cooled off. It's like 50. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what they had up on the rack. So
yeah.
And you know what? Let me go back. I had a post a long time ago that people made a shirt out of, and it don't be a $10 comic cop.
Yeah, dude.
Let people spend their damn money however they well please, because it's good for everybody else. Now, I do point out when I think it's funny or makes no sense when certain books are worth more than other books.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of first appearances for less than $600 that I would be in on before this dude. And so I started to laugh. Dude, it doesn't matter. And we all play in different games, and we all play in different fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, the other 4 guys talking to me here, none of us are buying 6-figure books on Heritage. Okay.
No.
Well, but you know what? For most of the people and most of our watchers, you can flip your way into $600. You probably have done that many, many times over if you're already this far watching this YouTube show. You know what I mean? So like, if people think that's a good spec, I think that's where they want their $600 to go, let them get their $600. I don't like fuckery with it. I don't like people overinflate stuff. You like to find out if people sold. Like we have a guy in here. He said that 588 sale was his sale. That's awesome. Good sale, man. It's 600. And I got it for 100. I'd probably be out too. You know what I mean? Unless I was, thought it was a 100% easy 9.8, and then see what you can do with it and do it like Dino said. Maybe try to be first to market. Somebody's probably trying that out.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing too. It's like, I'll flip this into a $600 book. Like, it's like I'll flip this $600 book and buy a real book that has real potential value into it, right? I mean, flip on this and go into a book. I don't. What's a $500 book that we all like? Who knows? I don't know. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Heritage, did you guys see that they had their pre-code? Where did we talk about that recently? Didn't we talk about that recently?
Yeah, I did. I talked about it with Brian and Black Hat Collection.
Did you guys see what their punch went for? Their 2.5?
No, I don't even want. What, $20,000?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking for. I know a 5.5
look.
went for like 75, right?
I can look.
See if you can find that out. I would love to know. But
Yeah.
there was a Punch. There was a Crime Suspense Stories. There was a lot of really nice pre-code stuff, and I don't know if it's ended yet. It'd be very interesting to see that. If it's ended. But speaking of another thing, one of the things that did come up. Oh, shout out to Uniform 13, another $5 super chat says, McClay, pump my whatnot vid for tonight, please, so I can dump fire on heads. Feel free to discuss the books shown. So Uniform 13 is going tonight. We'll take a look at it.
It's for March.
Shout out Uniform 13.
Everything sold. Yeah, March 31st is when it rolls.
Okay, all right. So we got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
We'll see what those are. A lot of really good books going in that auction. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So if anybody has big books you want to talk about, I guess I'll pump a little heritage. Why not? The consignment deadline for that March 31st consignment of that whole auction is February 21st. So if you put your books in by February 21st, it will make the March auction. I believe so. So it's what it says on the website. So
yeah.
Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's keep her 196 live. Thanks for watching, you guys. Appreciate you guys. All right. What were we talking about? Let's talk about this. Did you guys see the Joker 2 news that the start date has been discussed about Joker 2? The movie that earned more than $1 billion worldwide box office and won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor and Best Original Score. And, it's funny because JJ had a really good comment early in the show, and I don't know if I can find it. We'll see here. But he basically said, like, what the hell are they doing? What's the next Scorsese movie they can rip off to make look like a Joker film? And that's kind of how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt since the beginning. I mean, it's a good movie. It's a decent movie. It's not a great comic book movie. It's a really cheesy comic book movie. It's a movie that they said, hey, I bet you we can make the main character the Joker and get away with it in this. You know what I mean? I think that's what they did. I think they pulled it off amazing. And now they're going in for part 2. And a lot of people are going, why? Obviously to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
They shouldn't go with Scorsese. They should go Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Todd Phillips is going to be directing it. Scorsese kind of is producing it, right? Is he producing it? But
I don't know if I completely had thought about it the way that you just put it, Brian, about how, like, hey, let's take this crazy movie and turn it into the Joker movie. That could work. So the thing is, what though? Like, yeah, he wasn't even like, how much of it was he actually the Joker? It's more like becoming Joker or something, right?
Yeah,
kind of a thing. And then the thing where I don't know, the narrative changed when he wasn't who he thought he was and stuff like that. But like, it ended with the world burning and him being in charge of the crime world. So this Joker 2 would be significantly different of a movie because he's now the Joker. There's no becoming the Joker. He's watching the world burn, which is why it ended that way. I did like it. I thought it was good. Watching the world burn. Now he's gonna be the king of the crime bosses, or what the Joker really is. Where so we'll see more along the lines of the Heath Ledger role.
That would be cool. I would love to see.
Although it's not going to be it's clearly not as comic booky.
Well, there was rumors before, if I remember correctly. They were just rumors where they were talking about maybe they can write this Joker into the Batman, the new Batman film type world, and call it Earth 2 type stuff, which would be interesting. But I think it's really hard to write a sequel to, like, seriously, a movie that I don't think was ever meant to be a Batman movie or Joker movie. I think it's hard to do. But if they are going to do it, I think Sean's right, where it's going to be at that time when he's just like, fuck it, let's just burn everything. Let's go crazy, right?
Who's the DC equivalent of Doctor Strange? We can get some world mixing going.
Flashpoint.
There you go. Oh,
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
I
There
pray
you
to
go.
the Lord, He's gonna make it happen.
He's gonna run in all film, baby. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? I just gotta show it. It's kind of funny. It's not funny. It's not. I shouldn't say it's funny, but let me see if I can find it here. What's that kid's name from Flash?
Which one? Ezra Miller?
Ezra Miller. Yeah.
You know what? I started putting. I watched a couple episodes over the years, just as like they were being on the CW Flash, because it's on Netflix or whatever. I've started I'll put it on sometimes as, to be honest with you, as background noise, like when I'm working in my office or something like that, or going to bed or whatever. Like because it's, they're mostly single serving episodes. I know it's gonna build up, but so I can just I don't know. And you know what? It's not that bad. I like that better than I do Ezra. I think Grant Gustin's a better Flash.
And we need to talk about that after that.
I thought Ezra would. Honestly, I thought he was good though.
It gets back in the whole DC continuity. Like, they don't know what they're doing. If you're making a Joker too, how does it fit in? How does it fit in with the Flashpoint? What you're going to have Michael Keaton back, then you got the Batman. I mean, it's fine if you want to have standalone movies if they're good, but they don't have that.
Well, Joker's its own universe, right? Like the this version of it.
I would hope so, but
I think so.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not, because I assume is Joker in the new Batman, or is that just all?
I think it's just Riddler and Penguin, Catwoman.
Yeah, we're gonna see a Joker eventually. All right, here's what Ezra Miller put out recently. Now, this dude, I think this just shows that this dude there's a little bit of crazy in him, and I can't tell if I like that or hate it, because there's a little bit of crazy in this kid. Let me get the internet's not going to want me to do it, right?
Yeah.
YouTube is saying don't even try it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hi, this is Ezra Miller, aka the Bengal Ghouls, the Mad Goose Wizard, and this is a message for the Beulahville chapter of the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan. Hello, first of all, how are y'all doing? It's me. Look, if y'all want to die, I suggest just killing yourselves with your own guns. Okay? Otherwise, keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, and you know what I'm talking about.
That dude just got that tough guy voice. That dude wasn't playing around right there. Did you hear that? He switched from being a nice guy to I'm not playing around anymore. You ready?
Keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, and you know what I'm talking about. And then, we'll do it for you if that's really what you want. Okay, talk to you soon, okay? Bye!
Right? The dude, I don't know if I like the dude for calling him out and being like, I'm done with this shit, whatever you guys think you're doing. Or
that
if
makes
just...
no sense. That didn't make a lick of sense. Hey, girl, let's get some KKK together. Nah, he sounds like an idiot. To be
he
honest
does, but he's also got that little bit of crazy where
there's no KKK. Where is this? Where are they?
Yeah,
to be calling them out, that doesn't make any sense. He sounds stupid.
Well, he is crazy, man. And to think DC has put their whole cinematic universe on that character's back, and he's writing the movie, right? He's helped writing.
He should be the
next. Is he writing in Crayola?
Yeah.
He should be the next Joker. He's nuts.
Yeah, but okay. So
you mean Arkham Asylum?
Is there some? I mean, I know it's always okay if you want to. You just don't like the KKK and want to go for it, sure. But was there an incident or something that I don't know about?
Probably.
I mean, he's saying there is, but I want to know if it's a known. Am I missing something here? Should I know something that I don't?
I haven't seen anything. That's a good question. We probably should find out.
I guess
for sure.
when somebody says you know what it is, they're full of shit. There was nothing.
Yeah, that kid's a little weird, but
yeah, or Mercy, not right. What happened was,
what happened was, what happened?
Did you guys see this? Speaking of Grant Gustin, who's definitely somebody that we all were kind of rooting for maybe becoming the cinematic universe role because he was so good in Flash. He signs a new deal for 15 episodes, right? Shit, man. The Flash is still rocking. It's probably the only good show ever on the CW universe, right? Still going.
Damn.
So, yeah,
how many seasons did Arrow do?
Let's see.
5 or
A
6?
good amount. A pretty good amount.
It was definitely enough for syndication.
7?
Gotham was Fox, right?
Yeah.
Because I liked Gotham.
It
wasn't spectacular, but I was entertained.
I don't know. Gotham seemed to have like come and gone, but didn't they do enough?
They did 8 seasons for Arrow.
Okay.
I thought Gotham did, I think, 5.
Yeah, it seems like they did like enough for syndication too, but
yeah.
Well, this kid's still rocking. He's going to get mad money for syndication. You know how much money this kid's going to get paid for the rest of his life? A lot. He's getting Al Bundy money.
Okay.
Yeah. So, shout out to Grant Gustin and the only good CW universe show so far. Speaking of that, has anybody been watching Naomi?
Oh, I forget. I keep forgetting.
I legitimately forget.
Isn't that sad? That's sad that we forget
Is it
about
CW?
that. Yes.
What
and
app
you know
is it
what's
on?
funny?
I don't have regular TV anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. That's my same problem, Sean, because I watch everything on YouTube.
God bless y'all, because I got to get rid of my cable.
It's very easy.
I used to DVR everything, and to be honest, I like that better. But like, because you got to remember shit now. Then I could just go to my list and like every season, like it never stopped recording Walking Dead, or like something I forgot was gonna start again. So I can't lie. I like the DVR version about but you can't have it all.
Yeah.
You know, or you're spending $300 a month or something. You know, you can't do that.
Yeah. Shout out to the Russian bots drink. 205 live viewers. Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. Hit that subscribe button if it's red. If you guys have already subscribed, a thumbs up will help, and you can always help out with super chat money. Just click that little money thing and drop whatever you can. We appreciate it. Shout out to all the people that have dropped super chats lately. It's been really, really heartwarming to see like you guys do that. We know what it means to drop money these days, and we appreciate the hell out of it. So, all right. That being said, we talked about what was coming up, or what was the DC equivalent of Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange new synopsis hints at alternate realities.
I love it. I am a mark for alternate reality stories. There was an episode of G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, where Steeler, Grunt, and I think it was Clutch, they go to another dimension where Cobra took over the world. They found out those reality guys, they died, so they stuck behind. I believe it was Steeler. He was getting it on with the alternate reality Baroness. I'm a mark for that shit. Love it. Make it happen.
Yeah. I always loved Exiles for that. You remember Exiles? I always thought Exiles was so cool because of that shit. Where you had a Sabretooth who was like a good guy. Anyways, speaking of that, new Sabretooth recently came out, and I think that they go Exiles in it. They're trying to revamp the Exiles. Anyways, a new synopsis for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness teases a trip through the alternate universes for the Master of the Mystic Arts, which is interesting. It says, journey into the unknown with Doctor Strange, who with the help of mystical allies, both old and new, traverse the mind-bending and dangerous alternate realities of the multiverse to confront a mysterious new adversary. So the new enemy was previously mentioned in an earlier Japanese synopsis, which stated that the character looked just like Doctor Strange. Prior to that synopsis release, the character, who may be Strange Supreme from Disney's What If series, was seen in the Multiverse of Madness first trailer. The synopsis also revealed that Wong will still hold the title of Sorcerer Supreme, which was revealed in Spider-Man No Way Home. As for other Marvel heroes outside of America Chavez, Multiverse of Madness is rumored to have appearances from Mr. Fantastic of the Fantastic Four and Black Bolt of the Inhumans, while possible concept art sees Doctor Strange meeting Professor X of the X-Men.
So there was a casting for Mr. Fantastic already.
Well, John Krasinski's already in that role.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
locked in stone.
Yeah.
But did you see that picture came out where they showed him in the suit and everything, right?
Is that the
Did
one with
anybody-
him and Emily Blunt?
No, this was recent. Let me see. And chat, let me know if this has been talked about and it's been debunked yet. John, how do you spell that? Chris.
K-R-A Krasinski, S-I-N-K or K-R-A-N-S-I-N-I.
Okay, let's try this. Here we go.
Just put dude from The Office. I'm joking.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the correct image because there's a lot of them that are fan made, and there was one that he was like kneeling down, and it almost looked like similar to the Spider-Verse stuff. It might be fake. It might be fake.
The way you can tell it's real is if it's real blurry.
It looked real blurry. But maybe that's a tactic now. Anyways, I thought I saw a picture for that. You guys let me know in the chat and if any of you guys find it. But so that's very interesting. The Black Bolt thing is really interesting to me to hear that. That doesn't make any sense. Like that, I love that character. Love that character. One of my favorite characters. But they've ruined him. They've made him like a lackey. He feels like he's pointless. Like he can't even use his power. Ever. So we'll see what happens.
Black Bolt?
Yeah, right? He never gets to use his power, I feel.
In what?
Fucking open his mouth and talking. Like, that's what I mean. Like in anything.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know what I mean? He's like, oh, right. Black Bolt's going to say something. Look out. He doesn't say he just whispers or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of cheesy.
Well, at least it's not like Rogue back in the day in the 90s where she just touched everybody and just fucked it all up and just kept touching people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just walks around all hot trying to make dudes make out with her, but she can kill them.
Yeah. It says Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige would later clear up the perception that it's a horror movie, saying, I wouldn't necessarily say Multiverse of Madness is a horror film, but it'll be a big MCU film with scary sequences in it. I mean, there are horrifying sequences in Raiders of the Lost Ark that I, as a little kid, would cover my eyes when the face is melted, or in Temple of Doom, or Gremlins, or Poltergeist. Any of the movies didn't invent the PG-13 rating, by the way. Blah, blah, blah. So he's basically kind of shooting down the scariness of it, but we'll see. That was pretty cool though. Lewis says Black Bolt is badass. That is often handled badly. Yeah, he is a badass. That is very often handled badly.
Yeah,
he's really badass.
People saying Ghost Rider, alternate Tom Cruise, Iron Man. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a complete fan service film, and I'm cool with that. Cool
and another thing, I mean, I'm sure everybody else knows this or at least realizes it, but it's very rare that a movie, unless it's one of those that's so big that they can't really not advertise. If you start seeing advertisements everywhere and links everywhere and all this kind of stuff, that movie usually ends up pretty good. Like they know what they've got, and then they're like, "Fuck, what's our break-even budget for advertising? Let's hope like more people like this than we think are gonna like this." Like they got a lot of eggs in this basket, and I think they're gonna knock it out of the park because when they try real hard, they don't fail that often. And I'm looking more forward to this than I have anything in a bit. So
well, there was some cool. Oh, shout out Josh G again for the super chat. $1.99. Is America one and done? And well, that was something I was going to bring up because there is an America book on the Market Report tonight, and that book is moving still. I think she's a very tough character to succeed at, and if anybody can do it, it's Kevin Feige and Marvel. But it feels like a very tough character to succeed at helping, especially where that book is now. That book is at such a high level. It's crazy.
Are we
I'll be right back and let my dog out.
Very good. Are we sleeping on Blade kind of? I haven't heard any Blade news, right? I mean, is everyone kind of just,
Yes.
right?
Ain't nobody talking about Blade.
I mean, shit, I see a lot of Tomb of Dracula 10s up on the marketplace. People just unloading them like they got them for days. But I don't see any Blade news, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Just
it seems like the last thing you heard was after the Eternals,
right?
The last, that end credit scene with his voice.
Are they in production? What's happening?
I know. They just said Morbius is was it delayed again, or what the hell was it?
I think so.
Or was it pushed up? Hold on, Morbius.
No, I think it's been pushed back a couple of times, but
it just says April 1st, 2022. That's what it is. April 1st. It went from end of January to April 21st. It was supposed to be January 28th. Now it's April 1st. So, yeah, people saying Moon Knight, maybe. I don't know. It might be. Just I don't know, man. I mean, I think the real hard problem is that there's so much out there right now because we got Disney Plus now, we got Moon Knight, we got all this other stuff. Now we got Blade, we got all these other properties. Back when me and Lay were young kids, right? We had one property, right? Guardians of the Galaxy. We were like, okay, we're moving on to the next property, maybe two properties.
One at a fucking time. You have to keep all this shit straight. It was easy as hell.
Now it's 20 properties.
The other thing with Blade though, it's like of all the popular characters and that that we are specking on for these movies, or that especially the ones that are guaranteed. Like he's a guarantee. America Chavez guarantee. Mm-hmm. He might have the least amount of like key books out of all of them. Like he doesn't have, like his first appearance is obviously a very expensive book. His second appearance has gotten a lot more expensive. Mm-hmm. He's in a bunch of comics, but he's not in like that many. That's why that white cover.
That Blade one.
Is it Blade one? Is it a variant though? I forget.
Yeah, it's a variant. Yeah, it's a variant. Yeah.
So there's that. But like, you know what I mean? In the same movie, so we've got America Chavez, man. So we've got, her first appearance with ratio variants. We got the Art Adams variants from her first series, her number one from her first series. Just good looking stuff, low print run books, and because they're newer, you can find them. Like what? Like there's not that many Blade books that we're looking for. I mean, we all know of a handful or 10 or 20 or something like that, but like not, stuff from Doctor Strange also, but like, I don't know. It's just, there's not as much Blade to collect.
It's weird. Those books from that 94 series, like certain issues are really hot. I know I remember selling like three issues just from that series for like maybe 100 last year. That was really like number 10, number 8, number 1, of course. But yeah, that's a weird series.
And dude, how many times in your entire life have you been to a con or a comic book store and they had their own divider with a Blade section? About zero? Like, you know what I mean? Like in the middle of the bees. In the middle of the bees, that's it. Yeah, there's just not. So there's just, even though he's a great character, arguably, the pre Feige Marvel MCU universe, arguably the best Marvel movies ever.
Yeah, he's on the Mount Rushmore of Marvel characters for turning into movies, right?
For movies, hell yeah, dude.
You got Blade, you got I guess maybe Iron Man, right? I mean, I don't know about what Spider-Man you would throw in there, but I mean, shit, it's crazy. But
that would be awesome. That would be so awesome. Because he does put Bruce Campbell in all of his stuff, right? He always has a cameo. So that would be so cool, man.
He's taking a Stan Lee cameo. Trust me.
It'd be awesome if he was in the Zombies universe. That would make it even better, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Hell yeah. Shout out to Thorough. We're going to get Thorough on one of these nights. All right. Another cool thing that I saw. This is DC news. Justice League Incarnate preview ties DC Crisis history to an Alan Moore classic. DC released a preview this week for the Justice League Incarnate showing Alan Moore's Swamp Thing used to tie into the DC Crisis history. So, I don't know. Did any of you guys read this? Any of you guys know about this? Kind of interesting. No. Yeah, right? Basically, Crisis on Infinite Earths, Williamson ties in that story where the Great Darkness, which had first appeared in the previous issues of Swamp Thing, came to a truce with the heaven or the presence, and now suggests that the truce actually applied to the DC multiverse as well. So the reason I say this is because I've been noticed a lot of people have been keying in on some of those Alan Moore Swamp Thing series. A lot of people are buying those, and it makes me wonder if we can get some of those. We've talked about it before, where we kind of think that Alan Moore Swamp Thing issues or story-esque could be one of the series that could save the DC cinematic universe, you know, along with Sandman and all that fun stuff. So I thought that would be actually kind of cool. I don't know exactly how it did. I just saw this today. So it says here, the reveal occurs as Williamson and Culver try to make all of DC's various major crises all appear as part of a single cohesive narrative. Again, here we are again. They did the crisis to fix this, and now they're fixing the crises, right? Jesus. Which is difficult considering they were written decades apart by different writers. The big change, though, is that Moore's iconic Swamp Thing run, which redefined the limits of mature readers' comic books for DC during the 80s, is now central to the whole story. So there you go. Pretty fucking cool for all you Swamp Thing fans. All right. This is another big hot story, the Goblin Queen stuff. I know everybody's going crazy for what is it? Spider-Man 88, Amazing Spider-Man 88 for this new Goblin Queen character. You guys been seeing all this?
No.
Yeah, man. This is the new one that everybody's going crazy about, this character. A lot of people are talking about this will be the next book that everybody's going to be going crazy for. Let me find it. Here we go.
You know, if the first appearance isn't at least $583, I don't even think we should cover it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, not fuck it.
So are they going to introduce her prior to relaunching Spider-Man?
It says, hold on, let's see here. New Spider-Man character is on the verge of making a big debut. Marvel previously teased the new Goblin-themed villain, Queen Goblin. That's her name, Queen Goblin. And she's now ready to make her presence felt in the preview of Amazing Spider-Man 88. Instead of Peter Parker starring in the series, the mantle of Spider-Man is currently being carried by Ben Reilly. So there you go. There's your answer to that. Peter Parker has had his fair share of Green Goblins and Hobgoblins to contend with over the years, but now Ben Reilly will have one of his own very own goblins. Now, do any of you guys think this is really going to last? This character's going to last? I mean,
not as long as Red Goblin.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Red Goblin dead?
Isn't this his daughter or something?
Or he just go away or something?
Oh, shit. Totally forgot about the Red Goblin hype.
Yeah. Was it a little
I sold like 6 Spider-Man 798s on Friday, so that's all. Not all my whatnot, so it's not like they all disappeared from my eBay for some like, you know, strange whatever. But yeah. But they were actually badass, like 1 in 50 and 1 in 200. They weren't like, yeah. But whatever.
Right.
Shout out to Ferd Bird the Nerd with the $5 super chat. It says happy Monday, fellas. Happy Monday.
What's up, Ferd Bird?
Yeah, here we go. Thorough says, I said it before, Bleeding Cool will write an article about Queen Goblin and he'll say she'll be the next Spider-Gwen. That book will be a 1K book out the gate. Yeah.
Yo, I'm sniping on eBay right now. I'm joking.
It's yeah. Well, the thing is, another thing is I sold a Green Goblin book today. And it was the Spider-Man. It was I forget the number, but it's like legacy number 850 variant from 6 months ago or a year, whatever it was. So it's 1 in 25, I think, with the Inhyuk Lee, and it's just the Goblin's face, but Inhyuk Lee's like a badass artist, and so he made it look cool. And I was sort of laughing, like we had Josh from International Comics on there, and I'm like, look, I normally can't. I find it hard to look at Green Goblin's face. Like he's purposely one of the ugliest dudes in a comic book, and he looks all weird, and his green legs are out. Like, you know, looked all weird in the damn movies and stuff too. I don't know. So the Goblin's difficult, and I was all, and I don't hate looking at this book, so I think this book should be worth something. And then I'm like, now they're gonna make a female version of the ugliest thing going on in comics. I don't know. So I didn't see that picture until just now. So I guess I don't know. They're just gonna give her a big nose, or
Oh, did you guys? Well, I'll bring
There
up.
you
I
go.
want to bring. Yeah, there we go.
So it's
I
the
wanna-
Red Goblin, but she wears knee pads and Angela's headdress. Okay, got it.
Well, how about this? Here's your bleeding cool article for the Black Hulk. Have you guys been following this?
Hold on.
Yeah, is that the release this week?
And
If
he's
it
like
did-
the biggest Hulk ever or whatever.
Yeah, they were talking about that book sold out on my LCS within like the day. It was crazy.
Yeah, more craziness. Again.
And why does she? Let's go back to the Queen Goblin or whatever the hell that thing is. Why does she have that type of? She looks like American Gladiators from like 1990s. Like she's trying to joust somebody up on the old the pinnacle to go into the next round. I mean,
yeah. I don't know, man.
My girl
It's kind
got
of
flaming Q-tips.
Yeah. Well, this stuff is kind of crazy. This cover, it looks nuts. Like, look at that character. That's that character right there. To me, it looks like some type of Hulk that has been taken over by tech or something, right? Kind of, you know what I mean?
that's right, Nitro. Everybody knows.
Yeah, Nitro.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. Shout out Richie. What up, Richie?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
We're talking about this Black Hulk stuff. You got any speak for this Black Hulk craziness?
I really like the character, especially when Alex Ross was doing like the cover art and stuff like that. I heard probably the same thing you guys heard, but yeah, Black Bolt was going to be in the part of the Illuminati. I can't remember, Professor X or something, but it was going to be like a multiverse thing. So it was going to be like from an alternate reality. So I don't know if it would be the actual Illuminati or the variant of the. I don't know. But
No, I'm
that's what I
talking
heard.
about this Black Hulk character, this character Titan or whatever the character is.
Oh,
that,
okay. Okay. So this is. Gotcha. Yeah, the reason why I jumped on right away is when you started talking about Queen Goblin. That's when I was like, oh
yeah.
shit, put some water in my hand. Yeah. So Hulk 3, we got the leak on Friday night, Saturday morning, maybe Friday afternoon before release. You remember I talked to you about that, and then we saw the pages or we saw the books or whatever, and we saw the black arm or whatever. So we were thinking, okay, this Hulk 3 is going to be a really strong cameo. This could be, the typical Marvel 2 or 3 issues before the press release, the new character comes out. So we scooped that up. It ended up being a cameo, strong cameo, but I think it's a really cool looking book. Not John Boy Myers, but Tradmore cover's awesome. Now you go into the next issue, and it just seems like this Kate's laying really good groundwork. But here's the thing: is that I'm getting really tired of it seems like it's always around Kate's lately, and maybe Al Ewing, but we think a character's coming out in a certain book. We order the couple before just in case. And then next thing you know, it ends up being like a crappy character, bad dialogue, so on and so forth. So as far as I can see right now, I like this character. It looks really cool. I don't know any origin of it or whatever. I just hope that we can get a full appearance here soon. I don't want to keep having to buy a bunch of these books.
Yeah.
When you mentioned Black Hulk, I thought you were talking about the Black Hulk from the Ultimates series, who was like a drug kingpin who took the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
I forgot about
that. Became,
this is what they call him, Black Hulk, right?
Tyrone Cash or Tyrone
Yes,
Cash?
exactly. Yeah.
Queen Goblin. Okay, so let me clear the air for everybody. So let me see if I have the books right here too. So I had my inaugural pilot, the Let's Fucking Go show, episode 1, and I was on there. I was pulling fire out of these blasters. Me and my buddy were on there. We had dropping great spec, and I didn't even start the live chat. That's how much of an idiot I am. And I lost the damn content.
You didn't start.
I can't find
you
it
started
anywhere.
the live
we were
chat.
basically.
You didn't start the recording.
Yeah, I kept saying there's nobody in the live chat. Hey man, but I have really good friends. It's all good. No, and the next thing I know, I'm the idiot here. I'm calling everybody else out, and I look for that thing for like days. Next thing you know, okay, so let's do it again. So we're going to do it again on Wednesday afternoon. You'll see me twice. So you'll see me do the 2-hour show, my 2-hour show. I'm going to try to get it to about an hour and a half. And then me and Brian, we're doing the card show on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to clear the air on Queen Goblin, just to go back. So this is Ashley Kafka, Dr. Ashley Kafka. If you guys are not familiar with Comic Book Wars, check out those old rewinds with Sleepy John and Jimmy and Nico. But I'm going to tell you something. 3 years ago, Sleepy John, dude, the guy, I mean, I know how he got his name, how he fell asleep in front of the casino and this and that, and Sean found him. But the dude, it's a perfect name for him because the guy is such a good speculator. I don't know. I mean, he definitely didn't see this coming, but he was saying to buy those Ashley Kafka books when the Spider-Man or not Spider-Man, Venom 2 came out for Ravencroft and Ashley Kafka. So I listened to him and I ended up clearing out Nucadia for like 20 issues at like $3 a piece. They sat in my long box and I was thinking after 3 years, man, these things are never going to move. Next thing you know, I'm on cover price. Shout out to Matt DeVoe. And I see in the hottest books for like 3-4 weeks in a row, those books are moving. I couldn't figure out why. I look in previews and boom, here's Ashley Kafka. Now, here's the thing about that. And that book is called Spectacular Spider-Man number 178. That's Dr. Ashley Kafka. But here's the thing. She dies in a Web of Spider-Man issue a little bit later, okay? Ashley Kafka, who's the same character, technically not, because this Ashley Kafka is a clone of that character. That character's first appearance was on the app for a long time as issue 5. No, it's issue 2, Ravencroft issue 2.
Is that the one with the werewolf on the cover?
With the werewolf on the cover, yes. And there's a second print that's cool and a really cool, really rare 1 in 25. It's a low print run book. I really highly suggest grabbing that before the speculators do, because if this character does take off, which I don't know, man, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of getting sick of this goblin stuff, but symbiote, I don't know what they are, but anyways, I ordered some, because I'm a fiend. But it's I think you should grab some of those Ravencroft number 2s, and it's a really decent appearance. She's at the back gate. It's a full two-page spread, and so on and so forth. The reveal is in issue 5, but I think 2 nobody's looking at, and that's the book. That's the first appearance. So yeah.
So to dollar on this, because aren't they getting ready to end this run and relaunch Amazing in like April? Because it's similar to
that's
like
that's like vintage, right? Don't they?
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Like when they did Red Goblin, they got to 800, and they relaunched it. Nick Spencer put out 80 issues of garbage until something happens at the end. They relaunch it.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's give a quick look in on our boys Hive Comics. Let's see what they got going here.
Let's go. I might
slabs, baby.
I might do sudden death.
They're giving away a Saga 9.8 tonight too, right?
25.
Wow.
25.
No way.
Let's go.
Great guys too.
Oh yeah, the best. Shout out to Hive Comics.
Oh,
trash can beers, even though you can't hear us. Trash can beers.
They're okay.
I think he said trash can beers.
140. Hustle and flip. John's going to take it. Is he going to take it? Oh. Both of you guys.
Picked up a few of these today, Brian.
Mosaic.
Trash can beers.
Nice.
I know we don't really like the Flux that much, but I don't know. I just keep buying those Mojo prisms.
58, right? 58?
Shout out to John, Hustle and Flip.
Let's go. Let's see what you got here, John. Okay.
John's been a Hive fan for a long time.
Dude, he's a fanatic, man.
Ooh.
Scumbag number 1.
Scumbag.
50 silver 9.8 for 140. Nice score.
And he gets a spot in the Saga.
That's a good book to have. Let's go 26.
I wonder if our boy Calvin Man Andy's in on this.
Guys,
For the
30
saga?
Andy gave away. He gave away a
Sudden death.
Saga 9/8.
Let's go. Let's go.
a later
That means
print
once it
on
gets to
Friday.
0, that's done. You guys are done
He
bidding.
did a giveaway. He was
Hey,
he
whoever
went right after
wins,
me.
wins.
Same time as Phil, but I was on the Spidey
20
thing. He was on his
seconds.
own.
Only at
He was on his own
106.
thing.
Oh, 106 is a deal.
Let's go. 106, 10 seconds left. When it's at 0, everybody's done.
John's back in it.
Everybody's done.
Whatnot is like the
I
king
like
of
it, bro. I
sniping,
like it. Get up in there.
right? It's like you don't think anything's happening until like 10 seconds. All of a sudden, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, but I didn't realize it, dude. I just bid.
Sudden
He's running
death.
sudden death. So
Yeah.
I missed.
Oh, okay, cool.
Here we go.
That's a dope cover.
Here we go. Number
Yeah,
26.
it's good stuff.
Let's see what he gets.
I mean,
Boom. Primordial number 1, 1 in 100.
Ooh.
1 in 100. Nice.
Cool. Not quite as good as the JG Jones copies that were
No.
personally autographed to all of us by the one and only JG Jones. But thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Hey,
Yeah. Make sure you guys
30 seconds.
subscribe to
sudden
Hive
death.
Comics
Yeah.
When
on
it's over, it's over.
whatnot. We'll check in later on them. All right. Another thing that I want to talk about. All right. This is we're cutting into some. I know some people don't like this talk, but I don't give a shit. I want to talk about it. And that is this: what the banning of Mouse and V for Vendetta tells us about comic book censorship.
Low key, I got a mouse. I don't know what the hell this is. I moved and I don't even know where half my books are anymore. I got a copy. I bought these way back in the day. I bought like a set just because I bought. That's when I bought Saga, the first trade. I bought what else were we rolling on? Saga, Why the Last Man back in the day, even though that fucking series blew. I mean, not the comic book series, the fucking TV show. And I bought Mouse back in the day.
Hell yeah,
So-
man. I think that's something that all comic book readers should own some type of copy of, whether it's the Raw magazines that they first showed up in, whether it's the first, second, third print, whether something to do. You need to know about Mouse. At least read it once if you haven't read it once.
Yeah.
It's one of those few comic books that has like gone above and beyond the comics, scene. It's absolutely groundbreaking. Well, it says here, since its removal from Tennessee School Board's curriculum, discussion over Art Spiegelman's Mouse has been rampant, with many worried about the implications of such overreaching censorship, and Spiegelman himself expressing his concerns that it is a harbinger of things to come. This happens to coincide with similar ban in Texas schools that saw Alan Moore and David Lloyd's V for Vendetta banned, along with 850 other books, including a volume of Why the Last Man and a graphic novel adaptation of Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale, illustrated by Renee Nault, among others. Holy cow, man, this is getting crazy. Like, I didn't know about the V for Vendetta stuff, and that's bad on my part, but it kind of feels weird when they're canceling V for Vendetta, when it feels like I think my buddy Keith always goes, whenever he sees stuff like this, he goes, dude, this is proof we're in a simulation, bro. I'm telling you. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say, but I think you might be onto something, because it feels like we're in V for Vendetta right now. Right. And they're canceling that shit on us. Like they're canceling everything else. So anyways, not to get too crazy in it. What did you guys think about this? And let's talk a little bit about like what actually happened. Basically, it was the Mouse banning was obviously not for young kids. It was in a high school, right? High school setting. Do you guys know anything about it?
It's a high school. It's a high school setting, and it's basically survivals of the Holocaust. But the characters are, one's a mouse, and the other one is the Germans are the cats. Is that how?
Well,
how it is?
well, yeah. Basically, it tells the story of Art Spiegelman's relationship with his father, who was a Holocaust survivor, and he depicts the Jews as mice and Nazis as cats. Right? It's just basically a good way of not of presenting it in a different way, to make you look at it and go, look at it in a different way. It's opening it up for conversation, and by putting it as cats and mouse, right? Because otherwise people just don't want to talk about it. So many people don't want to talk about things that are real, so you kind of got to change it up a little bit, which is smart, obviously. But Spiegelman basically said that it's not good for their children. It's even if they think it is. And basically what happened is A Tennessee school district's controversial ban on the Holocaust graphic novel Mouse appears to have spurred efforts to get copies into the hands of more readers nationwide. So it's not kids that are necessarily reading this. I know people think that when they heard this, like little kids were reading this. It wasn't little kids, right?
Yeah,
It was,
it's okay to give things a rating system, all right? And I know that we're all people are more or less mature at different ages of whatever we get into in life. I just think so do I should this be in the kindergarten classroom? Yeah, of course not. Access to this, not access to adult material, whether it's visual or if you're reading it, things like that. For too young of people, you can put a rating system on. Some parents are going to let their kids watch R-rated movies when they're like 6, and some people literally got to wait till they're like 17. I've met both people, right? My wife couldn't watch MTV as a kid. I don't know who the hell I would have been if I couldn't watch MTV as a kid, because it was actually music back then. But anyway, it's complete bullshit. I was allowed to do a lot of things and learn from that. I probably read 15 Stephen King books between the ages of like 10 and 13. And it made me learn a lot. Those books are like 700, most of them like 700 pages long.
hey, Dino, you got shit coming through.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
I got you.
Reading, reading helps you be a better writer, which makes you better in school. Reading, it helps to open your mind to learn all different philosophies and things like that. And I feel like even when I went to college, I feel like I do have some people call it worth this. I do have a BA in sociology. So from UCLA, which is people like to paint certain things and I think things are probably different these days. But when I was getting taught different philosophies, different political ideologies, different political systems and things like that, I thought of it as a learning experience, not as some like sort of indoctrination or something like that into some other person's way of thinking, like a lot of professors and teachers and things like that are portrayed these days. I don't think a lot of them have negative intentions. I learned about a lot of things that I don't believe in whatsoever, but I didn't feel like I was pushed into believing things like that. Taking away things for people to read and pretend like things didn't happen in this world, and that it's going to really change people's lives is just bullshit to me. It just is. It should be a rating system can be in place. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can't, maybe kindergartners don't need this, but maybe a mature 10-year-old could be just fine. So I don't know. It makes me sick. And I thought this was I thought this is the shit that our parents fought about and fought not to happen to us. And
hey, did Art Spiegelman have anything to say when statues and shit were being taken down?
That's a great question. Who knows? Let me take a look.
Don't know that answer. I don't know that answer, man. And they're still coming down. You know what I mean?
If he has anything to say about that, I'd like to hear it.
Well, my thoughts are that I think, well, here it is. On January 10th, the McGinn County, Tennessee Board of Education removed Mouse from the 8th grade English language arts curriculum, citing rough and objectionable language and drawing of a nude woman. It's a nude rat, not a nude woman. It's a nude rat.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Yeah. So, but anyways, in doing so, this was the funny part. It's back on the bestsellers list. Back on the bestsellers list. It's what is it? Number 1 on Barnes and Noble's list.
Yep.
Like, that's awesome. Good. Let's get it back now. Let's get it back into the curriculum. You know what I mean? Yeah, mice titties. What? Get out of here. What's going on? So,
and then Joe's Doolin pointed out, he's saying not banned but taken out of a curriculum. I do think that there's definitely a difference between those two things. I think
you're right.
Curriculums should change because the world changes. Obviously they're going to justify it somehow, but you can take classics out of curriculums because more classics are written. You know what I mean? a 5-year-old book might not be a classic to us, and we didn't read it. Maybe we'll never read it, but that day will come that does have to be read. And so new things are created all the time. And as far as that being selling now because of that, as comic people, we knew exactly that was going to happen. As soon as Dr. Seuss getting a ban,
Exactly.
we knew damn well you better go buy all the Dr. Seuss you can have if you want to make some money.
Yep.
Right? That shit happens on everything that we do. Somebody, be a morbid asshole. Somebody passes away, and
it's selling.
Autographs go up
Yup.
because it happens because you can't get anymore.
Yeah.
And that happens. You know what I mean?
And I do also agree with what JJ
Yep.
says, that the world changes was not the reason that they cited for removing it. They cited for removing it because of nude women, a drawing of a nude woman, and rough objectionable language. So that's also kind of cheesy to me too. I mean, nothing in this world is black and white. There is nothing. Everything is gray. There's nuance to everything, and I get that. But I think that the second I hear that they're taking this out of a curriculum, I'm going to say, for what? And then when it says for this, I'm going, that's fucking stupid, because it's a drawing of a rat. It's not a nude woman. So I don't know.
And we all seen Howard the Duck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Sean, you're right. Remember Demarius Thomas passed away and his card went crazy for a little bit. So you're right about that one. Good point.
All right.
Let's
get
into market report.
Yeah,
let's
get into market report. All right, here we go, you guys. So I put together a quick market report of some fun stuff. Let me switch some things around here because it doesn't matter what order it is. And what am I talking about? All right, you guys. It is time for the January 31st, 2022 Tales from the Flipside market report. And we start off with some Nintendo books. Nintendo books were going crazy this week. A lot of Nintendo books selling. Multiple copies of each of these sold. But I thought the Raw preview, the first appearance of Mario as we know Mario today, was in this, comic system preview. And I know everybody's going for the blip, but that's like Mario and Donkey Kong. So that's the difference. If you ask yourself, well, what book do I want more, the blip one or the classic Nintendo comic system preview from Valiant? Well, it's whatever you like more, I guess. If you're into more the Donkey Kong side of games when you were that time period, get that one. If you're more into the Mario NES time period, you want this one. Plus, this is also the very first Valiant book, so be on the lookout for that too.
I just found a blip in 3 Zeldas. I was happy.
Wow. Zelda's been going crazy too.
In my own closet, so.
Not bad. Not bad.
That means whatever I paid was nothing, and it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so $655 on 25 bids for the preview and $919 on 32 bids for the 9/8 Super Mario Brothers Special Edition #1. Which is a tough one. These are all tough to get in high grade because obviously the Valiant first Valiant books are tough to get, period. But the Nintendo books are tough to get because they have this weird cardstock shiny cover. Really, really tough. Can you press those?
I've never had the sneak preview. If I've never had either. If they're the same as the Zelda, you can do little that hard cardstock. You're pretty. I mean, you can help it, but you're pretty much stuck with whatever it's at. You can help smooth a couple of things out, but yeah, not really.
Yeah. All right, next on the list, I love this book. I always love to see when it sells. Wolverine #145, the Nabisco promo variant, which is so tough to find. And this looks like a pretty decent copy from here. I didn't really look into it much, but one bid, I think it probably got put up for a buy it now and was gone in a heartbeat. So
I remember seeing this at a show just a few months ago for a cool grand. So that might be a halfway decent deal there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on my short list also. I've never had a Nabisco and I always wanted one.
So tough. Jesse had a 140. There's another 145 variant, right? That's tough to find for this book. It's a Dynamic Forces variant.
It's like a chromium.
Chromium.
I had that book. I had that book a long time ago.
Yeah, I saw that one this last week. It sold for
the claws. It was like bone. There's like different ones.
No.
Right?
No, it's different. I'll show you. I thought it was that one too. 145 dynamic forces. Yeah, here it is right here. Let me pull this up. This is the one that I didn't know about. It's chromium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that one either.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I found that book for $20, like I think almost 10 years ago. I remember those days. Fun times.
Yeah. Yep. 3,000 copies were made, and it sells for $200 all day, every day. So.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those in person.
Yeah, neither have I. Well, actually, I did this last week, for the first time. All right, next book, Sean. This is probably going to drive you crazy more than any of us, but not only are the pictures terrible, but they sold for cheap. I wish I owned that Faker variant so bad. I would love that book so much.
Dude, I think that even though Graham Crackers did it, I think that Faker's limited to 500. And I know that the Skeletor, it's above my head. The Skeletor generally sells a little more than that She-Ra variant. That She-Ra variant has got to be like fucking 1/10 of the print run of even the Skeletor, which is hard to find anyway. That She-Ra is absolutely impossible. A dude listed a 9.8 like 5 years ago or 4 years, I don't know, something like that. And I was like, on eBay, and I tried to haggle with them. He's like, it's been up, and I think it was either $500 or $600, and it'd been up for like 1 day. And I was like, nope, can't find it. I was like, I'm buying this immediately. And yeah, I still have it, and that's it. I had a couple other copies, but yeah, these are impossible. That She-Ra book. I swear, there's less of those than any of those than even the Graham Crackers MV Creations books.
Yeah, the figure variants.
That's Faker, but all the rest of those from the MV Creations from this run, they're all limited to 500 and made by MV Creations, and they come with the COA. And the COAs are lost half the time because I generally, if I see them, I usually win them. And I did definitely not see these up, and they sold today on Monday. Oh shit, yeah. I would have bid. I think that's a deal for both of those.
And the last She-Ra I saw was the one I got you, dude. I haven't seen one since, dude. The one we got on Amazon together.
The which one?
The one we got. Yeah, the She-Ra. That's the last one I've seen. That was a
while ago.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've had them, but I've been in constant hunt for them. So it's been a long time also since I sold them, but I sold all the raws. Yeah. Once you hit the 9.8, then you can flip everything else.
Yeah, dude. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, and I have a 9.4 in the Faker. I think there's one 9.8 on the Census, and I think I pressed a 9.6 or 9.4 for two of my different friends, and yeah. And the weird thing is that the 9.4 that I have is probably actually the nicest one I've seen out of the ones I pressed. And it was on site 9.4 in Baltimore. I was like, you know what? I gotta get lucky. I gotta get lucky today, and I didn't. But yeah, it's not for sale.
You know, it's funny. The only other two listings are the Fakers right now. One's at 1900, and the other one's at the Wilkins is at like 15.
The Wilkins sold for like $5,000 and went down, and I don't. Number one, I didn't quite understand. No offense to like my favorite comic cover ever.
Yeah.
And one of the coolest guys that I've been able to meet. Why $5,000 seemed fine, but I think I sold my last 9.8 or the last one I was willing to sell for 22 and stuff. But I paid like 14 for it or something like that. On the other one, Sleepy sold me for $500.
Yeah.
And I keep that one. So.
All right, on to the next one. Fantastic Four number 4, CGC 6.0, sold for $9,000 on 30 bids. I can't remember the one I had you press, Sean, for my homie that found that great collection. But I think it came back a 6.0. I think it came back a 6.
Yeah. It was something like they were all. I don't think any of them, the books that I got were like less than maybe like the 252 was maybe 4.5 or something, but we knew it was probably Resto, which it was, or something like that. Yeah. The first Doctor Doom, I don't know if you guys seen that now. A 6.0 is about $35,000, $45,000, something like that.
Crazy. Crazy. Next on the list, X-Men 107, first Starjammers and 9.8 white pages sold for $7,500.
Wow.
That's a book that Nico used to talk about all the time. So tough to get in high grade.
What a shitty picture. It looks like 9.0, right, boys? It don't even look like 9.8.
Yeah, it looks like 9.0.
It looks like a 9.0. Like,
That is a horrible picture.
Terrible.
Wipe off your lens.
Take it out the bag, bro.
Yeah. Actually, do whatever you want. You just got $7,500
right?
for a fucking appearance for the Starjammers.
Yeah.
But it is an impossible 9.8. So that's
you know what's funny? Let's talk about let's segue a little bit on this. I've been going to see a lot of collections lately. Some guy had a bunch of like keys like from the 80s, and they grew up with them all like 60s, 70s, 80s, like Hawk 181, no Marvel value stamp though, and they're all like beat. I mean, people are getting ridiculous money for their collections. I think. I mean, this guy wanted $15,000. I'm like, oh boy, and he got 13. Another guy, he had a Spider-Man comic. I don't know which one. It was in Vegas. I didn't go out there, obviously. And he sold it to some guy, and he got like 20,000. People are just getting mad money for these collections, and it's like, man, like,
is this the first appearance of Gladiator also?
Yeah, I think there's like a 3 first appearance on this one, I think, too.
Because Gladiator's a great character that they just haven't used correctly yet. He's a really good character. I love that character in this run, this Claremont run.
Personal preference, I'd rather invest in Alpha Flight. That's just me.
Yeah. Pretty similar. All right, next we've got this. We were talking about this on Saturday night with Sam on Modern Comic Mayhem. Sam's a big anime guy. We were talking about the cost of a lot of these sets, and this is a Naruto. God damn it, Naruto. Well, they say it a certain way, Naruto. So they say
Naruto.
Yeah,
that's
there you go. Naruto complete collection manga sets 1 through 3 sold for $1,000 on 31 bids. So there you go. That's how you buy mangas and the collected sets. Obviously,
I'll shout out our boy.
Any fucking idea?
Our boy Heartless Weed, man. Check him out on the YouTube. He is the manga king over there. He's just destroying it over there with all that good knowledge.
Heartless Weeb. This one is a lot of people talking about this book and this series, Star Wars Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir. This is number 1, the Wizard World exclusives. The regular and the black and white sold for $810 on 24 bids. And, I really think we all know that we're going to see this at some point, either anime or CG or live action, hope to God live action. We're seeing more and more of the dark saber, but this is your first dark saber, right? I mean, other than that silly, book. I don't know if it's silly.
Is this also the first Garth Saxon?
That's a great question. It could be,
because I think it is. I think the Book of Boba Fett, the way that led into it, and if you go back to Star Wars Rebels, I think it's season 3 where Garth Saxon, Sabine Wren, when he's got he gets the black saber from her, and they duel towards the end of the season. But all that stuff seems like it's coming.
Mandalore. Exactly. And they talked, of course, about the Night Sisters. The Night Sisters riding the Rancor, which harkens back to this stuff.
Because I think the second Sons of Dathomir is the first Mother Talzon.
Yes.
And so with these two, the Wizard World exclusive, it's tough. That's good money.
Yeah, I like it. I love this stuff. All right. Let's see here. We just made dollar just dropped out. All right. Fantastic Four. There he is. He's back. Fantastic Four 110 green printing error. The green printing variant sold 5.5 sold for $1,169 on 66 bids. I love this book. Always love this book. Never got one, unfortunately. Super cool.
That's got to be a record, I'd assume.
It's a lot.
It has to be in that grade. You know what I mean? because I don't think I've even seen Raws that are probably, and it's 5.5. They're probably in that grade range, sell for more than like $200 or $300. I could be wrong or just not paid attention for a year, but anyway.
Yeah.
Young Avengers #2, the 1 in 50 Stephanie Hans variant, sold the 9.8 sold for $404. Love this book. 81 bids. Still don't own one.
Sold mine for $250.
Well,
there's only like 4 of them on census at the time.
Yeah.
The only reason I graded it is because I got it for like $5 and it looked like 9.8 and it was 1 in 50.
Yeah.
Wasn't this Mel
Young
spec,
Avengers,
Brian?
Long short.
Long short, dude. Long short, dude.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
I think he made it. I actually think before I knew him, I think he made an offer on my eBay on it.
Yeah.
And I ended up selling it full price. But
so funny you say that. He bought my Black Panther 2 first. Is it Black Panther? First Shuri newsstand from me. It had a tape. When I bought it, it had something on there, and it was like halfway off, and it had to come off anyways. So it had a little bit of tape snag on it. And long story short, I just listed it at like 6.5. And when all the Shuri news came out, he grabbed it. It was right before I joined Flipside, and we did Modern Playbook. And then he showed his book. I didn't know it was him. And he showed his first Shuri newsstand in the chat when we were all just getting acquainted, and Gary was in there and stuff. And I go, "Whoa, did you buy that from so and so?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I go, "That was me. That was my book."
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't know how you found all those newsstands, man, but you sure should have.
Yeah, it's crazy. I when you're actually looking for them, they come up more often. When you're not, they can slip right by you. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
I really love Young Avengers. I think that's a great something that could be really good coming down the pipe.
I noticed the variants from this second series here. Those are really tough to find.
Yeah, because not a lot of people were onto it, even on the second series, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and it's what year is that book? Probably 2015 or something.
Yeah.
So we're not looking at like all these store variants cooking the numbers, and it's #2, not #1.
Yeah.
So the order is going to drop on #2. So this is, to me, this is a real, like one of the real actually rare variants.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's 2013.
Yeah, 2013. There you go. It went. Yeah, when ratios meant something, was
correct.
Those good old days.
Good old days.
Next book, Static, the #45, the final issue, the Mobius cover art, raw, sold for $290 and 27 bids. Wow is right. Love this book. Love those last 5 issues, starting with #40. Shout out to Lost Boys crew. Next on the list, Giant Size X-Men, a 9.4, sold for $9,732 on 19 bids.
That's a deal,
right?
right?
That's fucking half price, dude.
Yeah.
Down a long way.
Like,
oh Jesus!
I thought you cut it off and missed like a 1 or something.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Oh, man, Sunday during the football championship games. I guess maybe till an auction then.
See if somebody.
Yeah, that's half price, dude. Because I think 9.2's got up to like, I have a 9.2, so I pay that a lot of attention. Like it got up to like, I think close to 15. So
wow.
Woof. Anyway, go to the next one so nobody thinks this book is cheap anymore. Right? That's one of my contingency plans in life, right?
Magnus the Robot Fighter #1, a fine, very fine, sold raw for $331 on 29 bids. This is one of those books that's just super tough to find, along with what's the book that we talked about last week?
There's
the other gold.
There's first Solar, first Torok,
and this.
Yeah, it's like the trinity of undervalued Silver Agers.
Yep.
Yeah, that dude in that grade, that's pretty decent. If the grade's accurate, that's probably pretty damn decent price right there.
Yep. Nice score. That's why I like showing some of these too, like especially raw books where I feel like they're deals. It's pretty nice to see them. All right, this is funny. This book is $100 book raw no matter what. Now I feel I've seen multiple 10-packs sell for $1,000, 5-packs sell for $500. This book is $100 raw no matter what. Now it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember picking those up for like nothing.
Yeah, $1.
Yeah.
This was $1 books.
I remember leaving them behind 400 times for fucking whatever they tagged it at.
20? Are you crazy? That's too much. Stop it. That's too much.
All right. Shout out to all the Foom fans out there. I know Carter is definitely one. You got a Foom number 10, the new X-Men one that is so wanted by X-Men fans, and such a great cover, great fanzine. $1,000 on 18 bids raw, and then Foom 2 sold for 400 on 17 bids. And you guys know the thing with Foom 2.
Yeah.
So
fake Wolverine. Foom, I love Foom 10. I kept looking, kept bidding, price kept going up. It's just one of those things that's always slept through the crack. You don't see them at cons, and I'm talking cons that have a lot of comics. And I ask, maybe it's just me, but that
Dennis saved me some, man. I want that. I really want the Stan Lee Foom.
Okay, I'm finally gonna fly to Michigan, Dennis. All right,
I know.
You just got me, bro.
You got a spot.
I need a Foom 10 bad, dude. That's such a great book. I got a guy like a 9.4 on one. Oh, I felt so good and bad at the same time. You know what I mean?
I want them all, man.
I want this so bad, but as a good, as a retailer, press, whatever you want to say, like you don't offer to buy people's books when you press them. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, hey, just good luck, enjoy.
To me,
Someday
there's
I'll
only
find something that's nice.
To me, there's only a few Stan Lee books that I would really want signed by him, and the Foom one is, and then of course like the No Prize issues, and then the one where it said Stan Lee is dead. Those would be good ones to get signed. The Foom one would be so good.
Steranko signed a Foom.
I think I have a Foom Steranko. I have to check.
Well, the thing is, they're, I don't know. You'd have to be very careful with the pen you used.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
That's why you do it in pencil. I'm joking. That's the old
Steranko. Yeah. All right. Next, Seduction of the Innocent, the Wortham Trials, the original. This is awesome piece of history right here. We talked today about them censoring stuff, and here you just so happens that a book that created the comics code and was the original censoring body sold for $300 on 2 bids, but pretty tore up. It doesn't look like it's in a really good condition, but this is a monumental piece of history right here, and it's cool to see that it carries some value.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I'd buy it for $300, but it's a cool book to just say you have.
I want to be honest with you. I want to read it, but I'll just get fucking mad.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Big time.
Because obviously I only know what I read about it, but a lot of quotes and stuff like that, and it's just like it's just wrong. Like now we know it's bullshit.
Yeah, and a ton of people collect all the books that he quotes. Like it's like you can look in Overstreet and you look through some of the Golden Age pre-code books, and it'll say he mentioned in SOTI, and if it says SOTI by it, that means it was mentioned in this book. So
absolutely.
Next on the list, here's that Vengeance number 1 and 15 Deodato raw for $16.25 on 16 bids. I think Nate, we were talking about this recently on a show about this book and how this book is just continuing to.
Yeah, because this is a little bit more than the 9/8s, because the 9/8s have kind of come down from this level to 1400 around 1200. And I was saying before, I flipped the 9/8
for the variant
with this.
Not for the variant.
The regular
cover.
Regular.
Yeah. I sold
a regular. I would flip the regular and then take this and grade it.
Yeah. Yep. That's probably pretty smart.
Yeah, I had one of those regulars sales that I don't know. Sometimes I sell things and I have I think honestly free shipping is what sells shit.
Yeah.
People don't look up stuff. So I had a regular cover for $2,000 and I shipped it as fast as I could and they sold and they were happy. And I'm like, well, they didn't have to pay $20 shipping. They just paid an extra $600 for the 9/8 that they could have paid on eBay. I sold them Ultimate Fallout 492 not long ago for like $1,200, and I'm like, why did this person buy this? I was just waiting for a good day, and then and I look and then you could buy copies for $700, and I was like, ship fast, ask for a signature, and cross your fingers.
I talked about this book years ago, and back then it was like maybe a $10 book, maybe. And it just the thought, and here's the thing, like like paying cover price for the regular cover was way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could find the regular cover for $1, okay, great. And that book right there, like to pay even more than, I remember seeing this book at a store for $35 and just going, oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then I left and then called them up. I'm like, oh, could you ship it to me?
I mean, I would have given you 10 just for the art back then.
I never bought a raw copy. Same as you. I never bought a raw copy of Vengeance 1 for anywhere, but not that I found them on the internet. Found them in person for more than $1. I never once paid more than $1 for a Vengeance 1, and I've never had a copy of the variant, and always knew it was good spec. But like, I was like, okay, and I'm like, well, this is a first appearance. It's $1. It goes in my thing, and then just goes in the closet, and then you just don't think about it, and then and now it's a great book, and now she's about to make her first on-screen appearance in a movie that we all pretty much think is going to be a hit. So, perfect storm.
Is there a plan for her after the movie? Did they have that lined up? Like, what series would she be in? Is she going to be in a movie? Like, that's the one thing I'm kind of curious about, where she goes.
Well, the thing I'm looking at is, I mentioned it in the live chat. I was like, well, somebody said, I think it was Thoro said, I wish they didn't, cast such a young person to play the, woman for that, and a girl, I should say. And that made me think, wow, maybe they're just doing like a quick origin with her. And then, they might even have an older, because they got to bring an older America Chavez into the mix. If they don't, that would be so disappointing. So I think this character, it could be sneaky and could have legs long term. People will learn more about the character while watching the movies, probably.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Rather than the comic. So.
All right. Next, we've got Amazing Spider-Man 569, the second print, anti-venom variant. Wow. Can't believe this. $520 on 43 bids raw.
Tough book.
Jesus, this book is hard to get without the color rub too. A lot of them have color rub on it.
Yeah, and I talked about this in the on the whatnot selling, because I was selling the 68. The
one before
Flash Thompson. So these are the books that I would find at LCS's, just but raw, but not even bagged and boarded in the dollar bin.
Yep.
Because these second prints, people didn't really give that much of a shit, and this is
this is where they started.
Whatever.
Yeah,
and they had the connecting covers, and it was only the Spider-Man books that even usually got too many second prints. Maybe some of the indie books.
Remember, everybody would look for the Gronoff Venom variant, right? And that's it. And they would care about anything else.
You leave the rest. You don't give a shit. And even that, it's finally starting to get its due a little bit. It's still my favorite Venom cover. So any of this, and they had the connecting covers, so those blue ones that were second prints around this era, they had a bunch of connectors. They were trying to do gimmicky stuff and put people on covers, so they're actually a little ahead of their time in what they were doing.
Big time.
You think of the Flash Thompson cover with this cover with the second print connectors to try to get people to connect the sets and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, a lot of places to go, I'm telling you, no bags and boards. Or that they were on the shelf for so long because people didn't care about second prints, that the ones that stay raw on the shelves for months like that, they're the ones that get bent up and get spine ticks, and that people mishandle. And every month another copy gets pushed on top of them. So all these second prints are tough and high grade.
David Samuelson says, "What the fuck is wrong with buyers? A modern raw that's notorious for rubs and fade. Same reason that buyers are buying paying $600 for a 1 in 25 that came out last week, man. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Well, be a $10 comic cop and let people have fun.
Yeah, you're right. Still, it's fucking nuts.
Get your whistle and your baton out."
Dude, that was actually the shirt they made out of it. There was a straight cop with a whistle on it. I think I got the shirt somewhere. I'll wear it next week.
Yeah.
And there's a newsstand variant, or rather a newsstand of 569.
Yeah.
And it has a price differential. So
Yeah,
it's like $3.99, and it does show up on the
CGC.
On the CGC label, and it doesn't go for anything. Like it goes for like a fraction of what that goes for. Oddly enough.
I thought this was interesting. The first time I've seen this in a 9.8 sold for almost $400. Beautiful cover. Raza is just such a great artist and really coming into his own. A lot of people are falling in love with him. The Comic Book Women did a really good show, a spotlight on him last week, I think. Make sure you guys check them out. They'll be live tomorrow night too, I believe.
These are good second
sold one on what
too. I mean, the Raza is a great
one
cover,
on Whatnot today.
You sold one of these on Whatnot today?
Almost. It's the Ramos Venom Venom Island variant, but it's still there's still the only 9/8 up are listed at like $400. So
I don't own one of these. I love this cover.
Well, the cover's great on this, but it's also a first appearance spec play, so it's kind of double on this one. You know,
because on the second print you've got the parents and you've got Billy, that's the baby being born.
Baby spec.
Yeah. And so same as and
specking on fucking.
He is right. I will say go back. The Comic Book Women show with about Razal was really good last week. I was able to catch it live. I can't always catch their show live, but go back and look, and they show you a lot of great covers. And a lot of good stuff about like the first things he did, things like that. Anyway,
is it Razal or is it Razal? Is that how
I don't know, dude.
Okay,
I have no idea.
It's
Raza or Razal. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. I'm not,
because he has the Crimson Rain connecting covers, doesn't he? Because they're incredible.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
Razal
hey man, they're gonna file a copyright claim on you.
They're gonna file a copyright
claim.
They
will, because I need
especially jeans.
There we go. Let's do this.
I like mine.
Yeah, I've been trying to track that book down. Maybe you could fast forward a little further. I actually had a copy and I didn't check out for like $4 yesterday.
Oh
yeah. That was
wow.
Next on
I didn't think anybody else would put it in their cart, but then again, I guess people are watching a good show on Tales from the Flipside.
Yeah,
I do that too.
Evil Ernie won a very fine minus, sold for $300 on 32 bids. Love this book. Absolutely love this cover. Such a great nostalgic book. I still don't own the Malibu Sun #8. I believe it is. I love that one too. I want that one. If you guys have that one.
I got your Nirvana sitting right here.
Yes. Thank God. But yeah, I love this book. I think I got a 9.6 of this. Sean pressed one of these for me, I believe. Came back a 9.6. So tough to get in high grade. So tough. Sweet. Next on the list, love 2000 AD. Love this spec. First Judge Dredd just being such an iconic book for what it was at the time and how big 2000 AD was in UK and all that stuff. And this is a Canadian sale of 495 Canadian, but it's a 6.5 2000 AD. I don't know why. Maybe it's signed. I don't know why it came qualified, but maybe who knows. But this is such a tough book to find at all. So here we go. The Sailor Moon #1 San Diego Comic-Con variant sold raw again for 380. A book that none of us know about, but crazy sales.
I know about it because of this. It means I wouldn't leave it behind.
Yep, damn right. There's one guy out there that his little brother is just a super fan of this book, and he buys them all. He might have bought this one. We'll find out soon. There we go. Everybody out there that's been thinking about how much value a Harrison Ford autograph on a Han Solo book would get you, $1,800 is what it'll get you guys. So, is it worth it? How much is he charging to sign?
I thought it was 1,000.
1,000.
Whoa,
so,
Jesus!
Does it come with a plane ride?
Helicopter ride.
That's a hell of a gamble. Then CGC drops it and you get an 8.5.
Yeah.
Leg, remember the time he crashed his plane?
Yeah, he landed on fucking Penmar, dude.
In the golf course. And they
Penmar, this pitch and putt course, like 2 miles from my house in Santa Monica. And,
he also saved a dude on a mountain in Yellowstone, not Yellowstone. What's the Whistler? Not Whistler. What's the famous place that he lives at in Wyoming or whatever? Montana, something like that.
Yeah, all I know is this guy should stick to flying the fucking Millennium Falcon. Because even though he crashed that thing hella times too, right?
Yeah.
It's just art, life imitating art imitating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised he's still alive, to be honest.
I know.
Dude, how many planes can you crash?
It was Table Mountain in Teton County, Wyoming. Table
Yeah,
Mountain.
there you go. Where's he from? He lives in like Jackson Hole. That's it.
Jackson Hole's a place. I don't know if that's where it is, but
yeah. All right. Shout out to all the MetaZoo guys. We get so much from either side of the MetaZoo. We get all the MetaZoo fans going like, "We love you talking about MetaZoo. It's so awesome." And then we get other people going, "I don't know about MetaZoo. I think it's just a bunch of hype." Well, the hype is real because the first prints of the comics are selling for $400 now. 2 of them sold this week.
Something I know I should get into, but it's so hard to like study and give a shit.
Yep.
Shout out to the Hive boys.
Yeah,
they're all into this shit, man. And
dude, these went. I sold those in the charity auction, dude. And I think they were like 200.
I bid on it. Yeah, I bid on them.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adam. I think Adam put it up, right?
They got cards in there. No, it was my charity auction.
Yeah,
Jack
but
sent it over.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Adam that sent it. It was Jack. All right. Next. All right. So this one's funny because we talked about on Saturday's show. I did the hot comic review segment where I went over all the different lists, and it was either on the key collector list or the cover price list that they had. Amazing Spider-Man 16 as one of their top 10, and it reminded me of this book. And this book sold the other day. Daredevil 16 Raw, which is the first Romita Spider-Man art. Sold for almost $500 on 10 bids, or $450 on 10 bids.
Nice.
So, yeah, really, really cool book for creator firsts for all those fans.
Those city backgrounds and all those Daredevil books are, I don't know why, they're just always been striking to me.
Yeah, there's a name for that.
Yeah, I know.
Strange Tales First Storenko is an undervalued book.
Oh yeah. He just did the little hand in it. No,
it's the one with Nick Fury on the front.
Yeah,
Isn't that? I like that one a lot.
Stranko's first was a little hand on a cover that was for it was for Charlton, I think, a Charlton book.
Oh yeah, I think this is first Marvel publication.
Yeah, Stranko. We love Stranko around here. Love to get him on here one day. Here we go. Nostalgia Express says MetaZoo cards and comics going for big money, super fun and addicting to collect and play. Just got into it. I dig the art. So very cool. Wonder World says I've got 3 boxes from C2E2. Nice.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Wait, people actually play with these things and read these things? What the hell?
Yeah. All right. Spawn 166 and 9.8 sold for $513 on 37 bids. A lot of people know how rare this cover is. The Haberlin variant for 166. Spawn books are crazy. And 2 more to round it out. A raw Spider-Man 2099 white variant. Just the book sold for $325. So as you guys can see, it pays to keep it in the toy. Unless you're grading it, keep it in the toy, and people are selling it, unopened in the toy for what, like $600 to $800, something like that.
Don't end your eBay auction on a Wednesday in January.
You got it. Amen.
There you go.
Yeah. Somebody probably got a deal.
Yeah, so we should be buying that the Thrawn book that's with the toy, right?
Yes.
Number 25 or whatever. But I think we should be buying the toy.
Yes.
If this is any indication.
Yep.
So yeah.
And finally, shout out to Vinny who sent me this. This is the first John Madden, sold for $480,000 in a 9.2. Yeah, this is a WADA 9.2 Sega Genesis from 1990 John Madden football. Crazy. This is fucking crazy, you guys. This is so crazy. It's cool, but it's crazy that $500,000 for this game is just like, oh boy, we're old, man.
And
I was a Tecmo Bowl guy.
So was I.
It's a somewhat new market also. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Comparatively, because comics have been around for over 100 years, and and video games that you could buy yourself when are the first ones? Computer games in the late 70s, maybe early 80s.
Well, to me, it was if you ever wanted a Madden, you always wanted it on Sega because that's where Madden, was.
Yeah.
Madden was Sega for me.
Yep.
That was the only game on Sega that was worth playing was Madden and NHL. The other games just weren't that great on Sega. Everything else was in Super Nintendo for me. But if you wanted to, get a Madden, I think either this or the one on PC that JJ's talking about is probably the one to find. But the Sega one, just wow.
Brian, was Bo Jackson or Herschel Walker better on that?
Walter Payton, baby.
Oh yeah, Walter Payton was the other
Hell
one.
yeah.
I thought Bo was better, but yeah,
Bo was great, but Walter Payton was my favorite. I played with the Bears or obviously the Giants.
On Temple Bowl, it's all about Bo Jackson.
Yeah. Bo Jackson, baby, Bo Jackson. I liked Herschel Walker too, but yeah, Walter Payton was the beast.
Yeah. Oh. I always loved my favorite football game ever was Super Tecmo Bowl on Super NES because you got to build your own characters and you could create your own characters. So I would always create my 86 Giants team, and they would be just so good, and you would like to try and break all the records and get end of the year records, and
nice,
so much fun, man. That was a lot of fun.
I did that NBA Live on Sega. We just created our own teams.
Yeah.
We had short dudes playing point guard and tall dudes, or tall dudes playing point guard and short guys playing power forward.
The best game on there, I thought, for a gamer was NHL.
Right there.
NHL hockey was insane.
Yeah.
So back when I was 10 or whatever, I emailed the guys from Sega and said, would you do a Mutant League basketball? They're like, right now we're not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they had Mutant League football, right? Remember Mutant League football back in the day? They had Mutant League hockey. I'm like, oh, you need to do Mutant League basketball where you're just destroying people. I mean, you could do it with live if you just turn fouls off, but still.
Double Dribble was on Sega Genesis too, right?
No, it was on Nintendo.
No, okay.
Double Dribble.
Oh, gosh, I love that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Super Tecmo Bowl was the shit. Hey, man. NHL hockey was the shit, too. We always go around the goal and do that little tap in.
Yeah,
that was always the way to score. I was always the Blackhawks and Steve Larmer. That was my favorite to play with.
3-move deke. Backhand, forehand, backhand. Every time.
Yep. All right. So that is the market report for January 31st. Let's get into some pickups.
I'll do pickups first because I want to piss everybody off and then I can bounce. So my 2 pickups, everybody knows. Look at that. Bam. You don't want to see this out here. Stores don't want this smoke, right, Carter? They don't know about this.
Goodbye.
That's a goodbye. And then, the book that everyone hates. But
good shit, man.
Yeah,
free
right?
money, dude.
Free money.
Ain't no quick free money like the modern variant game, and that shit hasn't changed in 10 years, dude. I don't care.
No, it's better than stimulus. So I'll make my own stimulus. Okay. So yeah, that's all I got. I picked those 2 books up, and you know what's funny about the Deathstroke? Because I just bought that today. I just walked in there and they had it. And I'm like, yep, swoop that.
I forget. Is it a variant or is it cover A?
No, it's variants 1 and 1.
Oh, it's ratio. Okay.
Yeah, it's ratio.
I haven't seen people talk about it in chats, but I wasn't going anywhere, so I didn't see one.
Yeah. So who's next?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Whatever, man.
I'll go.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So we did a mail call haul last week, and Brian, were you the one that talked about this?
I know Z's been talking about that for a couple months.
I think we've been talking about that quite a bit.
Is that the one in 25?
Yeah, this is the one in 25. Okay, so got this for 30 a few months ago. Because they actually because they had it for they had it for 30. I was like, how about 25? Because I just didn't care. And they took it and they shipped it. So got that for 25. Now here's some spec that I've been into. So Totally Awesome Hulk number 3. This is the first appearance of Kid Kaiju.
And this was the 1 in 25 variant. I think I paid like around $45 for this. And I like this book, especially long term. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that there are copies on eBay right now for like $200. Nobody's buying at that price right now, but I like it. First appearance. Oh, and here's something that I found. I forgot I had. Here's a foreign version.
I was about to say, I remember the regular had that little inset with Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, so we have the Panini. Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Panini Comics foreign version of number 3 that I had come across a long time ago. We got this for $95.
Looks like a clean copy.
This thing is hella clean. I was surprised. It looked better in the it looked better
house?
in person. Well, more in my house, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, this thing is very clean. So this is my second copy. The first copy I bought was like $30 like years ago, and thinking, that's good enough. That's good enough. And now we're seeing the hype for Black Suit Spider-Man. I'm like, crap, let me go get another copy. So we got
That's
that.
only your second copy you've ever had?
Yeah. I have a lot of 252s. I have a ton of 252s, but only 2 of those. We got the 1 in 50 Angela number 1 for, I think I paid $60 for this. And I love this color. Phil Jimenez.
People are going to go in cardiac arrest the amount of money you're paying for these books, man.
Wait,
I know.
Did I just hear you actually paid $60?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my.
This is this is something I've been after for a long time.
Wow.
And the price was never right. And I thought, okay, this time, why not? Let's go for it. And also this is the first appearance of this little baby. First appearance of this baby.
Oh, baby.
That's Thor's sister. And it's a Raza cover.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah. So this is War of the Realms Journey into Mystery number 2. This is a 1 in 25 variant, and has a cover appearance of Thor's little sister. And and speaking of Kid Kaiju, I think I got this for about $20.
Nice.
A variant, Monsters Unleashed.
Man, those things are nuts.
Yeah.
I love the connecting part of the connecting cover set.
Yeah, the set.
And Marvel previews number 25.
I love Decimation, man.
Do we have time to open this thing up? I don't know. Do we have time? Do we got time? All right, fine.
I love that other brother, that other X-Men, the other brother.
Gummo Summers.
Yeah. Vulcan, right?
Vulcan, yep. Where is... Okay, there's something I wanted to show you guys. Where is that? Oh, here we go.
Oh.
First
Boom.
preview image of Amadeus Cho.
You're gonna get hate like Ben Goku, like you keep doing that, man.
Oh no, that's my jam right there. Wow, thank you for doing that.
You know, if you're into that sort of thing, and actually there are really cheap copies online, so we got this for like $12.
Nice.
And I believe that's it.
All right, who's next?
And there are a lot more first appearances in that Amazing Fantasy 15. There are like 5 first appearances. So if anybody else hits and they're on that cover,
yeah.
Or Sean, you're gonna go? Okay.
Doesn't matter. Yep. I don't care. Whoever do whatever.
Okay. A couple of these. So, buddy of mine has a shop over here. Basically, the first shop I went to when I got back into comics in 2015, 2016. So he's good to me, and his name is Jeff. He owns J&J Comics in Santa Ana, Fountain Valley border. If you mention Flipside, you'll get 20% off your first order, and that includes back issues. His back issues are insane. He doesn't use the internet. He does not use eBay. He doesn't even own a smartphone.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep.
20% off. He doesn't use the internet. I will fucking be there when his doors open in the morning.
There you go. Well, anyways. All right. So he gave me these. He hooked me up the other day, and yeah, so he hooked me up with these Iron Man 15.
Oh, nice.
It was $16. He gave it to me for $8. And this is at 81 with was that Namor on the front?
Mm-hmm.
87. These were all half price. Just
I love those old Iron Man books.
Me too. It's just
you don't hear much about them, or they don't get enough love.
Right.
114. Shout out to Chris Colbert. If you're watching, we miss you. Hope you're doing well. Iron Man 120, first Justin Hammer. Didn't even know about this book until Chris. I knew about it, but I just didn't realize how cool it was until he told me about it. So, grabbed another one of these. And then these, I've been trying to find Ulysses Bloodstone books. So, unfortunately, I didn't find any, but I found some Marvel Presents. There's issue 9 and 10. Marvel Spotlight, Deathlock number 33. And then this is one of 4 he actually gave me for free. The other 3 are in the box. I'm not going to dig them out, but so yeah.
Nice.
There's nice books.
Oh yeah. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go. I've just got a few things. One was found a nice clean copy of this
SDCC,
and I've got my original from when it first came out, and it's a pretty good copy. But this one's actually a little cleaner. There's nothing on the spine, so I've been trying to find a few of these to send off to get graded. At some point, I think someone's going to want them.
Oh yeah.
And I know I mentioned last week that there's a LCS by me, and they run 75% off the back issues. Now they don't have tons of back issues, so they do it like every Wednesday for like 3 or 4 weeks just to get rid of stock. So I just went and just really tried to pick up anything I could. So I picked up pretty much once in the future anything that was really kind of laying around, like 2, 3, couple 3s, 4, and 6. Some of the early issues. I'd never seen this one before, but I figured for 75% off $3, it was probably worth picking up.
Yeah,
it's a whole back right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just anything with Wizard, and I actually never got a chance to read Primordial, but they had second prints in #1, so those would be $1. Nice. So there are a couple of those.
Yeah,
and then Proctor Valley Road, just with Boom and everything kind of coming down the road, #1s for $1. Seems like a good play. I did grab 2 Once and Future #1 7 prints, or the 7th print from a different shop.
Nice play.
That stuff it's you can't get enough of Once and Future right now. I think if you can get a chance, it's a good grab.
Real quick, I love how everybody talks about the quadrupled book Nate has up on his wall, but they can't seem to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 up there. It's like
right there. Right beside the original figures.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget about the ASM 129, the ASM 50, the Giant Size X-Men, the Hulk. Is that a Hulk 1?
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's see the figure.
I got 2 Afras. I figured with obviously the way things kind of going, Amazon had these for not too much over regular price. Or I think they were $18. These came out in 2018. Well, that one's probably not as good grade now, but the condition's pretty good. So some of the vintage collection, you give a little time, you can usually kind of turn those around. They usually kind of pop. And the only other really kind of big thing I got was I love Miles. I love where everything's kind of going. #10, the 1 in 50 variant. First Ultimatum. I think there are 35 of these on the census. I feel like, it kind of gets back into the evil Spider-Man. I think it's Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 2 series.
Yeah.
Feels like a good book to kind of sit on. It could be a long time, but
yeah, that book is slowly moving up in value. I mean, I saw some sales like way above 100 recently.
Yeah, I got the 9.6 and it was it was about 180 because I've got a couple of raw 150s, but it's been a long time. I just don't see them. I don't even see the regular 1 in 10s or the number 10s that often.
I think I got a 9.8, the first print for like $250 or something on eBay. Because fucking might as well wait, right? Nobody's sniffing it, but someday they're gonna.
They will. Just be patient. It'll come around.
Yep. All right, Sean.
Yeah, I don't have much. Target delivered me cards.
Ooh, what'd you get?
No,
I didn't open them, but they're just
you gotta come on Wednesday.
Wednesday, buddy.
Wednesday? Okay, I'll see what's
come
up.
open them Wednesday.
I'm not doing my lunch date on Wednesday. I'm very sad because I got too much shit to do. So I'm gonna give a shout out to our Whatnot seller friends because they're the only people that I got anything in the mail from this week. So Strange Tales to Sell, our boy Adam that you guys know, that I do the 612 con. So when I sell on Mondays, every Monday at 3:00. So just a couple of books I bought from him. I think this is second print of the Animal Castle. It was cheap. It was his first book. But then this wasn't cheap and it's good spec, so I decided I'm going with that. And buying from a friend is always better. And if I didn't bid it, we would have went for cheaper, right?
There you go.
Shout out to Phil at Vintage Comics and Toys. I got that Bitterroot Purple Rain variant there.
Was that a 1 in 10?
Is that number 8?
I don't know the ratio. So it's number 8, yeah. I know it is a variant. I do not know if it's ratio. No, selling really well. Bitterroot being very good spec. My friend selling comics. And
Bitterroot's got some great looking variants.
The one Whatnot I did. I forget who even was printing these, but I figured that these Ice Cream Man 28 variants were going to be free money. So I bought 5 of them. I mean, dude, Ice Cream Man sells. Hits the extra buttons, the crossover, blah blah blah. You know what's up. And then I grab as in another one. So when I see people who buy books from me or just show up on my auctions and stuff, and I see them selling and stuff like that, I make sure the first people I click on aren't the people that are like famous with all the followers. Right. Not that some of them aren't, but like, you know, you want to support those people who support you. And Whatnot is easier to do that than like eBay or something like that. You could be oh shit, my friend's on. And you know what? Bidding is just as helpful as buying a lot of times and things like that. And if you win books, there's not, I mean, pay for somebody else, not from all of us. We don't show on Whatnot, man. We just send it to each other. You know what I mean? So the same thing. So a dude, Haha You Wish, is who's selling. I don't know if you guys have caught in his auctions, but he catches a lot of mine and stuff. So it was nice. So same got me to say that. Big sellers support sellers. My helpers let me down, so I gave some old school Flash for you and signed it to Haha. So if you see Haha You Wish on there, so he had so basically this was a throw in, but it's a pretty cool Flash back row cover, something like that.
Definitely,
yeah, awesome cover. But just to be honest with you, the note means more as much as the free book. You know what I mean. But then, dude, if he's running near X-Men 2099 Newsies, I'm bidding. So yeah, so newsstand X-Men 2099. And then on Whatnot, everything you buy, it's only an extra $1 for shipping. So once you buy, you kind of stick around in auctions and buy more shit. So nothing important, but like a Secret Defenders foil. And then this one I do think is good spec and still polybagged.
Oh yeah,
it's the Simpsons here. So this costs more than the other ones, and like I said, spending a few extra dollars to support people who support you is, I think we've always been about this on Flipside and a lot of the original CBSI community, things like that. So yeah, if you see friends. Buy from your friends because it works out better for everybody, and stuff like this. It's not that big a deal. I mean, you can see what I got. It's not like I spend a whole bunch of money there, but it's just nice and to support other people in there. And if I see any of you guys or my other friends pop up my auction, the first thing I say is everybody follow these guys because they're not full of shit and they're honest. It's literally, you know what I mean? That's how I roll.
I have an AOK that I forgot about that's downstairs that'll open next Monday on pickups because I feel like an idiot that I forgot it. But I'm going to shout out him. I want to actually open that on camera. But all right, so let's do this. So you guys do know that we do have a card show that we are doing every Wednesday, as David Samuelson so desperately wants us to keep the card shows, the cards by themselves. Well, guess what, brother?
So should we do opening right now?
No, well, we can save that because those are going to be cooler. Those are going to be cooler because we're going to talk about some cards here.
I got some blasters. I think they ship from Target also.
Did you get those 8 blasters?
I think so.
I got 3 that day.
Easy threw me a link. Let me check my Target.com.
All right, so these were what I picked out of the box that I went through at the end of the show on Wednesday. These are all rookies. Danny White rookies. Rocky Bleer rookies.
I need one of those Danny Whites from you. I'm serious.
All right. Eric
one
Dickerson,
of my best friend's favorite players.
There we go. Dan Marino.
Or his favorite player, period. Yeah.
Junior Seau, Jim Kelly, Derek Thomas, Dion, Thurman Thomas, Michael Irvin, Sterling Sharp, Tim Brown, Rod Woodson, Brett Favre, Gastineau broke the sack record, and then Strahan broke it. Kellen Winslow, Jerome Bettis, Elvin Bethea rookies, Jan Stenerud rookie, Elvin Bethea rookies, Fred Dreyer rookie, Hammer, Bubba Smith rookie,
Rick Hunter.
Bubba Smith rookie, Archie Manning rookie.
Oh, that's cool.
John Riggins rookie, Hendricks rookie. There's a bunch of the Hendricks rookies. Larry Little rookie. These are all Hall of Famers, by the way. Alan Page rookies. There's a Staubach rookie year passing leader card. Boomer rookie. Marcus Dupree. Remember Marcus Dupree? Oklahoma, right? Bunch of his rookies.
Sure do.
Warren Sapp. Curtis Martin. This is Earl Campbell rookie year.
My dad would love that.
Yeah, Ricky Bell. Ricky Bell rookies. I've told you about him. His story is awesome. Tom Rathman rookies. Who doesn't love Tom Rathman?
Hell yeah.
Even as a Raider fan, I got the respect for Tom fucking Rathman. Dude.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm from NorCal, so.
Harry Carson rookies. Hold on, here's some more. Archie Griffin rookies. Leroy Selman rookies. Jim Zorn rookie. Dave Casper rookie. Emmett. Jim Zorn. Casper. Mike Haynes rookie. More Ricky Bell. More Earl. Ricky Bell. Anthony Munoz rookie. Look at all these Doug Williams rookies. You ready?
Damn. Nice, dude.
Hey, should get a little more respect for what he did, man. I'll tell you that.
First black quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
And and I need a Dave Casper also, maybe two.
Okay, you got it. All right, so these were just some old cards. Look at this Frank Gifford card.
Wow,
yeah, dude.
Cool.
Giants.
All right, old school Don Maynard. There's a Nitschke. There's another Frank Gifford.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, this is Jim Brown's rookie here. Ollie Matson. More Doug Williams rookies.
Oh my God.
Junior Seau rookies.
Jeez.
More Doug Williams rookies. Henry Ellard rookie.
Yeah.
Ricky Dent rookie. Dave Craig. Andre Tippett. Billy Sims got a bunch of his. Wish these were Montana's. Dan Hampton. John Jefferson rookies. Vinny Testaverde.
Yep.
More Michael Irvins.
It's bringing back some memories, baby.
Kozar. Bavaro, baby. Fridge. Leslie O'Neal. Doug Flutie. Kevin Green. Cornelius Bennett. How about this, you guys? This is kind of cool. Jack Youngblood rookie.
Did you get Rob Liefeld to sign that? Or no?
No. That'd be cool, though. This was cool. Randy White rookie. Ed Too Tall Jones rookie. How crazy is that? Harvey Martin rookies. Jim Hart rookie. Burt Jones. Ray Guy, the punter. Hall of Famer.
It's the only
I'll take one of those two.
Hall of Fame, right?
Okay, yeah. Greg Pruitt. Ahmad Rashad rookie. Look at that.
Damn. Inside, Mr. Inside stuff.
Yeah. Harold Carmichael rookies. Greg Pruitt. John Matuzak rookie. Another Ahmad Rashad. Terry Metcalf rookie. So those were just out of that one football monster box. Those were just the rookies. That didn't include like all the second and third year cards of like all the guys you can think of, right? These were some of the cards that I pulled out of there that were really cool that night. The Larry Bird rookie. It's not the Bird Magic Julius Irving one, but still a Larry Bird rookie. And then Allen Iverson. And then all of these got pulled also. Steve Young rookie. Brandon Marshall, number 25. This is a Daryl Doxson star. There's a Ewing signed. Jim Otto. Rodman rookie. Reggie Miller rookie. Michael Jordan. Stockton rookie. Maddox rookie. So these will all go in Arenado rookie. These are all going in the mystery packs. That's the very
first. Is that the promo?
That's the very first ever Upper Deck card right there.
Is that turn that around, please? That's the promo card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even
Wally Joyner.
Yep. Barry Bonds rookie.
Snub.
Trout. Garrett Cole rookie. Damian Lillard second year. Bunch of basketball. Peter Stastny rookie.
Nice.
It's a number to 50 Eric Ebron auto. Khalil Mack.
Nice.
Aaron Donald. Second year Manning.
Manning.
Joey Mullen rookies. Vita Pinson. There's a Ripken fuckface.
Nice. Oh, I still want one of those.
This is a Ron Kittle Air from 89 Upper Deck. Right?
But it's still a Ron Kittle.
Yeah.
Air cards were so cool back then.
Yeah. So all of these that you're seeing here are going to be put into the mystery packs, you guys. I just got all my as you can see, all my supplies in.
Nice.
So I bought a huge case of supplies to start putting the mystery packs together. These are all going to be in there too. Like there's so many crazy cards in here.
I'll be bidding.
Yeah.
Did you find many? I saw that star. Did you find many star basketball cards? Because I've never seen 86 flares, and they're hard to find.
Yeah, I did find a bunch. So those will be in there. Jesse found a uncut sheet of 83 star all-stars that have everybody but Jordan on it.
Wow.
So and then all right, so I did get some comics. Shout out to Jesse. I went to Jesse's and he got a collection in, and it was just like runs of everything. So I made a bid on offer on all of these. I bought them all. I love this Scotty Young, where it's Galactus eating a bowl of cereal in the earth.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Scotty Youngs. Love this.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, I got
that book went bonkers at WandaVision.
I got two of these, the special.
Nice.
I got this.
Very nice.
Turner.
That's the Turner, right?
Yeah.
Those, you don't fucking find those raw store.
I got this.
What?
That either. Son of a bitch.
Like Carter going through back issues.
Sky is on a streak.
Oh my lord! You're making a pile for me, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Good.
I got the first four of these all signed. They're signed.
Look how modest he is.
Space
too.
Riders. Right. Grab this just because it was number one. Who doesn't want the number one of Spook Show?
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
Man, B, you are just on a roll, bro.
I am, dude.
Oh my god, you need to play the lottery before it's too late.
Astounding Wolfman.
Yes.
Nice little image.
Yep.
There's the other two of those.
Yep. Gonna be Invincible season 2.
I got all 6 of the Young Avengers set.
Very nice.
I got Young Avengers 1 through I got the whole run of Young Avengers from the first run.
And the Wizard World.
And the Wizard World, yeah. Oh, this is cool. I thought this was really cool. I got the whole run of Space Ghost, the Alex Ross covers.
I remember.
That,
I remember when that book was super hot, mid 2000s.
Yeah, dude, they're all Alex Ross covers. They're freaking beautiful. It's the whole run. Look at this one. This one's so good. This one's good too. So got the whole run of that. These are all probably, except some of the Young Avengers stuff, are going to be Whatnot books. Oh, there's more. There is more, you guys. There is more.
Wish I could just go to stores that got collections. That'd be fun.
I know, right? Got one of these.
Yeah.
Miss Cruz, weak first appearance, but good book.
I'd never seen one of these, so I bought it.
Oh, you might as well. I've been looking for 9.8.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The Marvel Milestone.
I forget
one.
what that came with, though. No, is it a milestone?
Yeah,
one came
Marvel
with a
Milestone.
toy.
This, I got the run of Marvel Zombie 3, but it's that's the Sidem variant. This is one of the good covers that's non-Sidem. Yeah. This is one that's really good that's non-Sidem. The Evil Dead, Greg Land.
Do you refuse to buy Sidem books or what?
No, I got the Sidem one too.
Okay.
And so this is really cool. I didn't realize how rare this was.
Oh yeah,
that's impossible, dude.
Signed. I got all of the Spider-Man. Oh, this is crazy. Hold on here.
If I just like tuned in and didn't know you, I'd think, wow, this guy must have just like left a few cons or something.
I got this. Have you guys ever seen this? The Matrix comics. That's from Matrix Online.
Wow, that's very.
This is www.thematrixonline.com, $5.99, and I've never seen that, so I grabbed it. All right, this is cool. So I got. Let's see here. 3. So I got Spider-Verse. I got this Spider-Verse one. I got Spider-Verse Team Up. I got this Spider-Verse Team Up. These books are great right now, right? And then this one has Spider-Hulk on the cover. Or not Spider-Hulk, Spider-Punk. I thought that was cool.
Oh, okay.
I got the Spider-Man 2099 Spider-Verse run.
Nice.
All right. I got
There's some good Martina covers in those 2099s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got this number 9.
Read that this morning, 9 through 12 today.
There's 10. There's 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. So I got all those.
12 is the robot, the Japanese Spider-Man, Takashi. It's robot Leo Pardon, but ASM 9 is a cameo of Supeda Man. I would grab 12. That is a first full appearance all day.
I got Herogasm, the whole Herogasm run, 1 through 7. Wait, 1 through 6 maybe. Yeah, 1 through 6 of Herogasm. I didn't see the other one. The other, I think it was 53.
Nice.
So I got those too. I got the whole run, including those variants of the Red Hulk stuff. So like, there's a whole run of Red Hulk here. The regular number 1. So I got the other 2 with the variants. Here's the number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. This is what is this? Number 6, number 7 variant. Number 8. I like number 9, the Art Adams, all the chicks on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 10. So Red Hulk, I think, is really, really good stuff right now. And then to end it out, I got a whole run of Next Wave. So there's that. And a whole run of Monsters Unleashed. Monsters Unleashed number 1.
Damn.
Number 2. The number 3, the variant. Number 4 and number 5, a variant. So that was, I think I paid, all right, and I paid a pretty penny. It's not like I got these for fucking dollars. I think I paid $1,000 for everything.
Still, that's good.
Young Avengers should take that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. 9/8 Young Avengers 1 done. Everything else free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
not really an issue, dude. Do you want 1,100? PayPal ready, bro. PayPal ready. Just like they tell you on fucking eBay.
Yeah. So
if you take 1/4 of the asking price, I'm PayPal ready.
Yeah. So shout out to Jesse James Comics. Much respect. He let me go through some goodies. He basically is like, hey man, just they're all in runs, so try to keep the runs together and not totally cherry pick them. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So that's kind of why I just grabbed runs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, help him out a little bit, even though he doesn't fucking need it. The dude's balling. I think he just got an offer on CB, on Comic Book Shopping Network, or maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but he may have gotten an offer on that. And he hit me up and he's like, I'm going back for the second part of that collection. I'm like, when and where? Let me go.
There's a local shop here that's on Comic Book Shopping Network here a lot. Jen King and Space Cadet.
Space Cadet. Yep, that's his partner. Yeah.
Oh, is Jen a partner? Oh, yeah.
Jen is Jesse's partner.
Nice lady. Real nice lady.
I love Jen over at Space Cadet. Yep, really good stuff. So again, before we leave, I want to shout out. Yeah, no Del Auto variants, Dennis. I'm waiting for you to send me my oh shit box full of Del Auto variants. So
and the MetaZoo cards.
Yeah, and the MetaZoo cards. I that's why I didn't buy them, Dennis. They were there for like $5 a piece, but because you're sending me an oh shit box full of that set, I was like, I'm not going to buy them. But I do want to say real quick, a big shout out to all our our retailer friends. Jesse James Comics, Wonder World Comics, Hive Comics, Wanted Comics, Bird City Comics. Shout out Haven for Heroes. If you guys are in, I think it's upstate New York, make sure to go check out Haven for Heroes. Of course, go check out Jeff's Comics. All these retailers that have really been good to us through the years, and just want to let them know we appreciate them. Of course, make sure to check them out. And that being said, tomorrow night we have Comic Book Women. Wednesday night, the card show. Come hang out. We're going to go through another unsearched monster box. I think I got 2 or 3 more I'm going to go through, and then I'm going to start putting stuff together. So we're going to do that Wednesday. There's a chance we might have a couple extra people on to open up some stuff. I'm trying to bait Big Clutch into coming in and open up a whole shit ton of stuff he's been sitting on. So he sent me a pic and I started drooling, and I said, you got to come on and open those on Wednesday night card show. And Leg's going to come on and open up those mosaics. Sure. That being said, you guys got anything else?
I just got one more thing. Just to give everybody a heads up. If you don't own this book, I would probably try to grab one or acquire one pretty soon, because Kate's is bringing the granddaughters into the mix, and I think they're going to tie into another series too. So as your first appearance of or the introduction or whatever of Thor's granddaughters, they're going to be in Thor and some other books coming up here in about a month and a half. So
not bad.
One more thing about Monsters Unleashed number 5. This is the first appearance of a bunch of monsters. And I'm talking like about at least a handful. And the one that stands out is a giant female monster named Makara. So Monsters Unleashed number 5.
There we go, you guys. Dropping the cornbread all the time, even till the end. 177 live, hanging out with us. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.